We're back in.
Back at you.
Yeah, we're back in. Sharese went somewhere, but she's going to be back in a little bit. Alright, so, what are you rolling?
My age. 27.
Before you go to bed, you're going to roll your age?
Imagine.
I just roll it when I want to.
Imagine being 27.
Again.
I'm a year off.
I'm not there yet.
Ugh.
Derrick, isn't your birthday this month?
It already happened.
It happened.
Oh, fuck. You're right. So you're what? You're 27 now?
Yep.
Old!
Imagine.
Imagine being that old.
Oh yeah, your birthday's like the same as my brother.
Ancient men.
Same day, I think.
I'm 26. I'm still a fresh-faced young lad.
Old.
I don't have a hurting back.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, you talk about it a lot.
That's the joke!
My back hurt when I got home yesterday. I didn't even do that much.
My fucking shoulder has been like...
I woke up on Monday morning, and I don't know what I did when I was sleeping, but the whole like right side of my back, like I just straight up couldn't move it.
Oh, you just slept.
Yeah, I know. That's
Welcome to the world of the real.
Exactly. I woke up and went, oh fuck, it's happening. And it wore off like Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fucking Christ.
Okay.
I re-rolled for my age. It's 21 now. I'm living large.
Well, now you're college
You
age.
just didn't want 27?
Fuck.
How many times a day can
I'll
you
be
do that?
21, you know. Like, I don't want 27 right now.
Alright.
Alright. I feel like.
So is anyone going to do anything before bedtime?
No, I'm gonna do all my stuff.
Should we do a
next day.
recap or you just
Yes.
Hello, welcome back to the boys.
I'm gonna joke.
No.
That's the recap.
No.
I'm gonna prepare my spells / potions and like.
What? I still have those 2 pouches to look at.
Yeah, you do.
What are the pillars of
Men.
Creation.
We've only worked on them the one day. You didn't.
marble.
what does the marble look like?
It looks a little wavy,
A little
instead
wavy.
of straight where you were hitting it, but it's not melted.
Okay.
Like it's warped from the fire, but not anything else.
It's gonna be a long 2 months.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Just, I guess as an aside, obsidian is that stuff, and it's already been like melted.
Right.
So if you were to go do it again, it might be.
Yeah, we'll have fresh
Little challenge.
We'll have fresh obsidian.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that might be like another tier above marble for your
Right.
practice thing.
Right.
So you want to look at those 2 pouches before you go to bed?
Yeah, I'll sit in my bed. I'll put my phone down after getting on TikTok. Alright, open up pouch number 1.
We're going to do this privately.
Yeah.
Okay. Pouch number 1
Because
contains,
Caleb forgot about it, so I was like, oh.
contains 40 platinum pieces.
Damn.
So it's
Is it-
literally their
Ryan giving his players money?
It's their rainy day fund.
Holy shit!
You stole money from them.
I stole their savings!
It's okay, they're part of Shadow Wizard Money Gang. They got money.
Now they're just Shadow Wizard gang. Oh no. Alright, is anything interesting about the pouch?
It's nice.
Ouch.
Made of a bull scrotum.
A bull's scrotum?
It's dragon
Rothe leather.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, what are they?
A deep rothe or a regular
Same
rothe?
thing. They're the
Roll
same
face.
thing.
Oh, I almost rolled 9/11.
Man,
Well, now how did they get that?
My Dwergar theory keeps
It's exotic leather.
my secret Dwergar theory keeps
Oh, how did I get fucking leopard skin on my bag? There's no leopards here. It's the same shit.
Yeah, but leopards aren't in Underdark.
Do you have leopard skin?
No.
Deep Rothe
Exactly.
are in Underdark.
Okay, that's what's in the pouch number 1. They're both labeled. They're both the same pouch, basically, like
Okay.
material and
Pouch 2.
pouch 2 has one thing in it. Falcon coin.
Another one.
Where did you find this pouch again?
In
Max
Lane's
Tech.
text.
Yeah.
We know he's part of it.
Just kind of confirms it.
So you have a third one. Matches the same signature on the letters and the stamp.
It could also be planted there, but I doubt it.
I could use this to infiltrate if we needed to.
True.
Actually, let me look at those things for a moment.
I am in private.
I would have asked you this beforehand. I was going to do this at magic to make sure none of them were like trapped or like.
No, he just
packed.
walked
I didn't
away.
even reveal that I had them.
Yeah, he just walked away
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
them
he
in his
just-
pockets.
No.
So it's a gold falcon.
Look at the letters. Make sure they got magic.
Yeah, I read the letter already.
Magic. I don't
That
know.
was a while ago.
Dutch just being private with these things.
Being secretive.
Derrick forgot.
You would also, probably, the character might have gotten distracted with all that talk about what's the hell's going on in this
Yeah.
town.
There's a lot of talk.
Let me type in Falcon coin. Is there any particular way you want me to spell Falcon?
No.
Not with with a K.
Falcon.
Like the
Falcon.
animal.
Falcon coin.
It's the true enemy. Your dead friend.
I'm gonna bring him back to life. That's it.
Was I the villain the whole time again?
I don't know.
Maybe. Or not.
I cast Disintegrate on myself because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay. Inspecting the coin, is there anything, like, out of the ordinary about it?
Do a check.
What kind?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. 19.
Okay. Looks like that without the key. I will say it's gold, whatever.
What if it had a key?
It does not have a key.
Then it would have a key on it.
That's the key to the drawer.
It's the key to the drawer locked inside the drawer.
Yeah. I was like, oh fuck. No wonder no one could. No wonder there were like roaches. Even he couldn't open it.
So here's the thing. It's heavy. It's heavier than a normal gold coin.
Gold's already pretty heavy.
Other than that, not magic. But with your investigation, this coin doesn't... It can be traded for a monetary value most likely, but it's probably not used as such.
Right.
It's probably used as some sort of signifier of something.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or like...
I can flash the coin to get into cool places.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pass of sort.
Is that the nature pass?
Yeah,
The end pass?
The end pass?
But other than that, you don't know where it's made of, or what it's made,
Oh my God.
where it's made, who made it.
That's up my nature.
Not much else. No
Oh, that's
maker's
bad.
mark
That's
on
bad.
it.
That wasn't
No
even
nothing.
funny. Don't look at me.
You're not even sure where it's minted. Actually,
You're giving me the chance to do one.
I'll give you this.
Thank you.
It could be minted, or it could be done through spells like creation.
Okay.
But if it was minted, then there would probably be a record of it if it was. So most of the minting is done before Grunthar when it's not wartime of the coinage.
Oh, like everyone's coinage?
In season 2, I mentioned that. That's where you guys came up from the Underdark to the
Yeah, because
area.
there was like a lot of exchange of regular
And the-
coins and bougie.
And the
dwarf
guy overseeing
coins.
all that was Nikori's husband that got fucked.
By Nikori.
And no,
Yeah.
well,
And then he was killed.
and then he was kidnapped, killed, and replaced with the Warforged. Remember that?
Oh, that's
Plot
yeah.
point?
Yeah, that's tough.
That didn't really go anywhere.
R.I.P. Bozo.
Yeah. So he, his name was Lucas or something. And,
Yeah, what happened? Why didn't we really do anything with it? I mean, we could.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't do anything about it.
Well,
That's what happened though.
Sometimes it just do be like that.
wait, which part? Were we in the middle of
Nikori's husband that got
There wasn't
replaced
anything we
with the
could do.
Warforged.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a war.
Yeah, nothing else came of that. 'Cause
We couldn't do
nothing
anything
else was
about it.
investigated about that.
You're kind of dealing with a lot at the time.
Yeah.
We had
Oh,
the
yeah.
leads.
But
We were having a hard time.
that area was where the minting
Okay.
was done.
More elven conspiracy stuff.
But
So,
either there's a mint for it, or it's created by magic somehow. But
is it a smooth edge or a ridged edge?
Edge.
let's look at let's
You
look
rated
at the
it
picture.
super
Gives us a fun place.
Really can't- Okay, so it's like a nickel.
Sure. It ain't no quarter.
No quarter.
Alright. I'll pocket that, and I will... shoot.
Okay. Everyone else going to bed?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I guess.
That's
Long
nothing
rest.
Yeah, you get to sleep.
Everyone gets a long rest.
Yummy.
And
Yeah.
the next morning. Awake. It's
I'm
the
dead.
morning of the aptitude tests.
Yeah.
So who does not? Does anyone have to not sleep for? Bar teams, you only sleep for 4 hours, yeah? Okay. Because you're special. Sparks, bar teams, what are you doing while in the wee hours of the morning while everyone's still taking their rest?
Training immediately.
Okay. Outside,
Unless that produces a lot of noise.
it might.
It's fire. I mean, crackling.
Not really though.
Instead of doing the
I'm
very.
sleeping real hard in the hammock.
Instead of the really loud shit, I'll just, I don't know, fucking, like the dollar store of flame spell.
Burning hand.
I mean, you could like practice control and make it like really small flames.
You know, I'll just do create bonfire. I'll do create bonfire underneath it.
Just do
Right.
atomic breath. Have a big blast and just focus it super tightly.
I don't have that
Beam.
yet.
Yeah.
While you are doing
No,
this,
legitimately.
outside, near the front of the house, where the road is, you hear clop, 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 and you hear wagons dragging across wet
Does it sound like it's closer to us?
mud. No, it's passing the house.
Hmm.
Horses and wagon wheels.
And since I only sleep for 4 hours, this is like the middle of the night.
I'll say it's after a few more hours of you being up.
Okay.
It's like early morning.
Okay.
The sun is
Not
already-
enough that everybody else
So it's
is
not
getting up
too-
yet, but
Yeah,
So
the
it's
sun
not
is
too crazy to hear it?
the sun is just about to rise. It's like a little bit of light in the sky, not a lot.
it's a little early.
Right.
It's like 5, 6.
I'll be a little curious. I'll try to look around. Like what's...
You see that as soon as you come look around, that's when the horses and everything stop in front of the house.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's white horses with a caravan of wagons with white and yellow tops. They have symbols of the pale sun all over them.
Oh, they're leaving.
And you can see Sylvester walking to the front door with a letter in hand, and he slips it under the door. Doesn't even notice you, unless you want to make yourself known.
No.
He slips a letter
Put it
under the door.
at the mailbox.
Slips a letter under the door,
Oh.
and then looks around for a bit,
Does
for like a few seconds, and then just nods to his compatriots. He comes back on his horse, leading the charge, and the whole caravan leaves the Senon and into the woods.
Okay.
It says you guys are pretty cool.
The letter
Calling us
itself.
when you need us.
The letter itself, you could see, the only detail you can make out was it was dyed a pale pink on the envelope.
Yeah.
Faceless envelope.
I'll go back to creating bonfire. 'Cause, I mean, somebody else probably would wake up and notice that.
And then while you're doing that, everyone else can wake up a few hours later.
Oh.
And you're all rested up.
Go, Derrick, go.
And it's the morning.
Okay. Let's see. So, like he set up his potions. He prepared his
Birds
potions for
are,
spells.
birds are chirping around. Sun's in the
Criminal elixirs are
in the
brewing.
sky. Yellow light through the windows.
You gotta remember to expect.
Oh look, mail.
There's mail in the front door. It's a pale pink envelope with a stamp on it, a wax seal.
Right.
The wax seal is of
The sun.
a
Son.
wax stamp of a circular sun with fine rays extending from its center.
I knew
The
that.
parchment is dyed light pink. Light pink.
I fucking predicted that.
I open and read it.
On the other side, there's writing in let's see, in very impeccable, perfect handwriting.
Erotic.
It says, "To those who have purged a great evil from this world."
It'd be cool.
That us.
Yeah.
You open?
Oh yeah, I open it.
Inside, in impeccable handwriting, it reads.
It's just a glitter bomb.
I'll just read it in his voice instead of saying it.
Bugs.
Do you want to read it aloud to the group?
You guys are fabulous.
Or you read it by yourself first?
Is it worth reading aloud to the group?
You don't know until you read it.
Got him.
If it's a,
I mean, it says
would
for
you
the
would
group.
you read the letter addressed to the group aloud?
If it's for the group, yeah, Spawning would hold on to it until the group was ready.
Okay, we can say that the majority of the group can be.
Once I start seeing people getting up, I'll probably come back inside and.
It's morning.
Sleeping on the couch.
There's a letter
Letter. You can
from
long rest.
those who have purged a great evil from this world. There's a sun symbol on the wax seal on the letter.
Sylvester dropped it off
Oh,
Probably gonna say thanks.
on his way out.
cool. Thanks, guys.
So
Our literal only ally just left.
everyone can hear this as Mother Ball reads it to the group in the morning. In impeccable handwriting, inside the letter, it reads on pink paper, "I, Sun Lord Sylvester Duloc, personally thank you for the opportunity to have joined in your mission to destroy what we did. I can't be too specific, lest this letter falls into dubious hands. We have stayed longer than anticipated, and in that time have honored the request of Margrave Sun Hanshou with his civil issue of criminal activity and memory loss, through healing the wounded and sanctifying some locations. Though ideally, we would stay longer, we must return to the cathedral in Ebey to see Saint Vital's body become one with our sanctum. This means that the ills plaguing Oseno here are likely up to the exorcists, or maybe even yourselves. Keep vigilant, look for patterns and connections, but don't strain yourself for the answers. In due time, the gods always reveal the truth to those who wish to see it. A monitor has taught that well to me. So, I bid thee farewell. And if our paths cross again in RV, you can count on me to be an ally in your future endeavors, as well as a friend in future celebration or peacetime. Sun Lord Sylvester Duloc.
We just gained another Mass Effect ally.
I was about to say the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
What a guy.
Alright.
We'll call him to the
I'm
team
gonna
at
go to
4.
Is Dennis looking
I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff from your garden.
Go for it.
I wander
Speaking of
outside.
garden, I guess I'll follow you just to.
You're gonna burn the plants as he grabs
Yeah,
them?
I'm gonna burn the plants as
I
I
like
grab
this.
them.
Don't do that. I
I'm
need
not
this for my
sorry.
test.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm gonna fucking
Stop
burn
like you
the.
just steal all your stuff.
I've been tending it.
He earned this.
I need it for my test.
Because I lied to you. You didn't have to work at all.
He
What
steals all
matters?
your
You just hang
almonds
out.
and gives you hibiscus in return.
I just met you, and I just met him, but all of these guys could probably kill me. So I could get away from you.
Says the 3-foot gnome.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
I say as I wake up from the couch.
He just sits up.
How many couches
Fly.
do you have?
She
by
can't
the way?
fly.
It's Terminator for every.
She can run fast enough to gain friction on
You got a
air.
D&D table in his house.
So he sits up like a Terminator.
Plane in existence.
She can move so fast that she can grab you out of it.
All right, enough of the glazing.
Is that a challenge for a blaze off?
Drop your phone, buddy.
That's fine, dude.
Oh,
I almost got a fucking cramp from Evie's fucking flare, like word
goofed.
thing. Oh
I
fuck.
goofed like a silly guy.
That shit
Also,
sent
I
me.
like plants so much, I'll probably grow some plant better than I could.
I can also help roll back.
Oh my
roll back
God.
plans.
Might I ask,
Roll back.
what are we doing?
And Rock
You said
and I
you're
are
grabbing
going to
stuff.
talk to Jonathan, yeah?
Yeah, make sure that Aurelia is cool.
I'm making the rock wobble.
She is cool.
I feel like we do. but-
How cool is she?
Ice cold!
God,
I can't hear you.
She better not be ice cold.
She's room
Sorry, I
temperature.
just know the correct
fine.
answer to
Yeah.
that question.
So, are you guys getting ready for your tests?
Yeah, I'm taking seeds from every plant that has seeds.
Okay.
Yes.
Ever?
All of them that are in the garden.
Okay.
Does the flowers that I got from the forest, that are less respiration
The
effects,
dandelions.
do they have like the dandelion seeds? Or
No,
anything?
they're in bloom, so they're just
Oh,
the
yeah,
yellow.
they're just the yellow part.
They aren't the fuzzballs.
All right.
They're not jump balls.
I am,
I'll also make a handful of holly berries.
I am using prestidigitation on myself. You know, making sure I'm presentable for my first day of school.
Combing your hair.
Yeah, making sure my hair is nicely coiffed. I sit down to study my spells real quick, and I go to pull out my spell book. And
You have
then
a spell book?
I realize I'm not a wizard,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I'm just going off memory for this
I
one.
hope you learn how to prepare your spells.
We'll never learn.
That's I hope that's
Until
the first
one-
lesson.
until
I
one of
hope
you
that's
teach
the
it.
first lesson. Please. Well, yeah, I'm basically ready.
We wouldn't even know that he doesn't know how to prepare his spells.
I know how to prepare my spells. Yeah,
I
we,
do
we
too.
just assume that he's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just stupid.
He just saves his spells so that you don't know which ones he has prepared until he does.
No, you're not stupid. You just didn't think. If you got a 12 intelligence, you're a little bit higher than other
As a
people.
as a
13
bard,
intelligence.
as a bard, he never had to prepare his spells,
Yep.
and then he was
Yeah.
shunted into the druid life, which learned how to prepare spells.
Yeah.
But he got
My God never taught me how to be a
No,
druid.
he got thrown into level 7 druid off a rip.
Mm-hmm. So there's a real
There's a real reason why it
consequence
doesn't
to
work.
this. All right.
I got you, homie. I shoot for you.
Okay. What does this have to table?
Okay,
You're,
okay.
you're still doing your thing.
Yep.
So you guys are gonna look for Jonathan
Yes.
and Smelting Ball. Day job, right?
Yeah, and I'm sending Halbus too with them.
Ooh. So
With
let's
this
look
one.
for Jonathan first because your guys' thing happened like after lunchtime.
Yeah.
So you guys and Halbach go. Where do you want to go? Anyone who you want to look for, but you know where to go.
Well, I'm assuming
Yeah,
that
Margraves?
because he is. Does he work for the Margrave?
Yeah.
Then yeah, we would see if we can have audience with him at the Margrave as possible.
I'm probably gonna ask us for another appointment.
Yeah, probably.
You walk up to the domain in the nicer area of town. and you end up knocking on the, or going up to the door. The door forms a face, and it says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hi, we're here to see Jonathan's Lone Fire. What's his name?
Oh,
I'm sure if
Jonathan.
you're wearing that.
He has stepped out and he is rallying his guards by the. What do they call it? Seminary. No,
You, I know you probably have limited information, but is there a reason why he's gathering his guard?
Every morning they have a check-in and
Oh,
orders given to them
Mhm.
before he goes back in here and protects them others.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
Line up, gentlemen. It's time for the penis butt inspection.
You fumbled that.
I did. I fumbled it.
I
have a
guess
stutter,
that's where
I
we're
can't
heading next.
call it.
Yep. That's where we're going.
Oh,
Have a good
back.
You're like one of those like bird things.
So
You could have got a platypus bill on your head.
you go
Killed a platypus
you go past the cathedral to the seminary, which is basically where the guards
It's like the
clock
barracks.
into work,
Yeah.
have all their shit in it, and get their orders from
Headquarters.
headquarters, guard headquarters. I don't have a picture for the place, so that's
When you're almost there, Hal West kind of one of his puts out a little syringe like
yeah. How West is there with
Do you want to
visibility?
get jabbed? Basically, do you want to get jabbed real quick so that make sure to see if you're being watched while you talk
Yes.
to him? Jab. There you go.
Sounded bleeding.
Is that seeing visibility? or
Yeah.
It's the invisibility.
Okay.
Technically, he has to use it, but it's just the flavor.
Do you use it right now?
Yes.
Okay. There's a scrying eye above both of you and How West.
We're being watched.
I figured as much at all times, right?
Well, the thing is, if there's multiple scrying eyes, that means there's multiple people.
Is it one
that are watching
scrying eye
us,
above
but-
all of them?
But we
Or
don't
is-
know
does
if there are
Yes.
multiple scrying
Okay.
eyes for every one of us.
The one that's near your house is still there,
Okay, so there's multiple people casting these spells.
probably.
And we don't. Well, maybe. I don't know. They're exorcists. They're mages. I don't think Jonathan is he?
I don't think
He didn't- he looked more like a
Yeah,
martial
he-
type.
He did, but
I think that's a shtick. Is that he's the mage killer.
oh yeah.
Because it's a city of mages. We also know, remember, that one of the exorcists, at the very least, might be in on it.
Right. Or he. Or,
Vernon Roche.
Or was a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Okay. So you enter the seminary. And you go to, it basically looks like the inside of a police station, but D&D-ified. So there's a office worker in the front.
Man,
It
fuck
asks
that.
if
We're
you're
gonna
here
have cops.
to see anyone specific, or you're here to see, or go to the dungeons, or turn yourself in. No. If you're there to report any incidents.
I don't remember if Jonathan had a title.
Captain, he's guard captain.
Just go. Yeah, okay. I'm here to see Guard Captain Jonathan Lonesfire.
And what's the occasion?
We are working on behalf of the Margrave for a certain situation that is happening in town,
Oh.
and I would like to refer to his judgment on my next moves.
Does he know about this?
He knows that we are working for the Margrave, I believe.
Okay. Let's see. She shuffles some papers around. Basically checking a schedule, it looks like, this person, and they say, okay, behind the building here in the courtyard, he is delivering orders, the daily orders of the morning to the exorcists. He can escort you there, and you can have a chat with him when he's done.
Perfect.
And so you get escorted by two different exorcists that come from different another room somewhere else, and they ask if you want to proceed, which you obviously do. The scrying sensor does not go into this house or this building. It is forbidden to go in this building. It seems, just like how it is for smoking balls.
Exorcists or mages makes sense.
Yeah.
So you go into the courtyard area. You can see there are basically kind of like equivalent of targets, but when you hit them, they swing around and come back and they're basically exorcists training their spells and stuff on these targets.
They're going to wizard practice, Harry.
Kind of. Also, you
With the
see
flick of the wrist.
a few of the exorcists also kind of lounging and eating their breakfast, but most of them are in the courtyard. The ones that need their orders of the day are being yelled at by Jonathan, and are basically being. To summarize, he's calling them sloppy. He's calling them not
Sloppy.
creative enough in their techniques to catch this strangler,
Wrist game is weak.
and he's basically demeaning them in a sort of tough love way. But you also he sense a tinge of not hate, but severe disappointment that it's taking this long for them to catch.
You're a bitch. I love you, but I know you're better than this.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But when he's done, you're able to he's able to notice you, and he's like,
As we're walking outside, do I notice the eye around again?
no.
Okay.
It seems to be this whole premises is forbidden to
Right.
swearing on. And he saunters up to you, just like in that pose,
Yep.
with his armor clinking around, his like splint armor or whatever, and he comes up to you, and he says,
Good, Captain.
well met,
How are you today?
it could be better.
Dude, I forgot what we were supposed to ask him.
Just gonna give him a little update on some of the things we do know. I had to take a quick dip, so we couldn't talk about what we wanted to specifically say to him.
And you have your
Hat is on.
hat on?
Yeah.
And who's this?
You've met me previously.
I have.
Yes. I just didn't look like this.
Get the costume off.
He feels the fur. And it's like, many layers to you.
Not as many as you might think.
Just you.
She just said, took the costume off.
Yeah.
But it feels like he actually still has it on when he takes your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
And he
That'd
says,
be funnier that way.
and you were here for?
Just kind of doing a bit of an update. Just wanted to run by some questions. We noticed that the Pale Sun have left.
Yeah.
Were they able to help anyone with any
gonna do
memory
first?
issues?
Hmm?
You have to take parts now, by the way, if you want to use it.
As in
3 uses,
restoring
1 minute.
memory?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Seems like those memories that have been extracted cannot be recovered with anything we know how to do.
Okay.
Did you find anything on your end?
No, we were patrolling the streets last night, kind of just looking out, seeing if we can catch this, the criminal running around in the city, and we did notice that it seemed like an elf woman was attacked. If I remember correctly, it was...
Molomon's Lavala. he
Yes.
says. So you have seen something.
That was about the extent of it, but by the time we got there, it seemed like the act had already happened.
I did hear a report from the guards saying that they did see you, someone that fit your description at the scene,
Yes.
and you were investigating.
Yes.
Okay. You feel a tinge of, why were you there, in his voice.
He pressed X to doubt.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but not hostile.
Well, he knows that I'm working for the Margaret.
Yeah.
I know, but it doesn't mean
Yeah.
you can't double.
Yeah, yeah. Again, we didn't get a chance to discuss questions on what we wanted to ask, so my brain's fucking off right now.
I want to know.
Keep information to a minimum.
Again, when was the knife taken? And
I think I said it was a few months ago. I can't remember what I
so
said.
this has been going on a few months.
Was the knife being taken and the strangles happened around the same time?
The strangler
The strangle started happened later, right? A little bit later.
a little bit later.
And what made the Margrave think the refugees were the ones who took it specifically?
That's what his theory is.
It's just his assumption.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not a big fan, but it's the only connection he can make is that they sometimes steal. So that's their leading theory. That's his leading theory.
Okay.
I mean, that's a little ridiculous, if not a lot ridiculous, but I have to protect him, and what he says goes.
I understand, but it's clear to see your men and you seem quite tired.
We're trying to find the truth.
And
these guys clearly aren't trying their best.
after months of appling people that they might not want to apple, I understand.
I think they're getting complacent. There haven't been many reports of guards being attacked.
Yes.
Or strangled, so I feel like if they feel they're in this position, they feel safe. They don't feel as willing to help.
Makes sense. How has this affected the Margrave's perception?
He's quite terrified because the guards aren't doing a well enough job to keep people safe. But his domain is very fortified magically, so it's going to be very hard for anyone to get in and hurt him.
What about the perception of the people on the Margrave himself, including his men?
So, sorry,
How are the people feeling about the Margrave?
Oh,
What are his numbers looking like?
Yeah.
How's he polling?
not great.
When's he getting fired?
Almost everyone I've talked to is against this whole thing about the refugees being put in the stocks in the center of the market, me included. But if that's what he says, then that's what we do. But there's been rumors going on. Recently, in the past couple days, I've heard of the war ending up north. And there have been talks about having some sort of celebration to commemorate the ending of the war. And that includes having an election for a new Margrave.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a concrete, but that's some people are calling for it. Because they're not satisfied with the Margrave.
You would know better than I in politics.
Yeah.
Who's our runner-ups?
Well, a lot of people are, until recently, have been interested in getting Malaman in office. But with the attack on her, well, this maybe will strengthen her resolve as being a victim. He thinks to himself.
I
Yeah.
got choked. You should lick me.
I think she's got a good chance. The others, not even really worth talking about. They're not going anywhere. They're more controlling, more of the Margrave's yes men. Malaman's the only one really opposing him that the people could probably agree on.
The only person willing to promote change.
And unfortunately it's her.
I see.
Sure, Captain. In relation to the criminal that you were asking when we first arrived,
Yes.
Volk, I know this may be classified information, but I trust you enough that you seem like you are a man with an excellent head on your shoulders. Before I disclose this information, do you mind if I test something real quick?
Tell me what you're going to do.
I'm going to shine this light. It's a detector of sort. And I pull out the sword. It just tells me of whether or not people are who they really say they are.
It breaks illusions.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
As long as it won't hurt me.
It will not.
Go ahead.
And I pull the sword out and I just activate it and it does a quick light.
It hurts him.
No, nothing.
Looks exactly the same, just looks brighter.
So yeah, put the sword away and I look around. I'm like, this will probably be better if we say it more behind closed doors. I'm about to share information with you that we don't have 100% information on, but I want to at least let you know as much as we can.
Okay. Come to my office. And he leads you through a couple different hallways inside. And you're basically led to a room that he calls his own that has some of his personal belongings, a lot of his work stuff in there too.
Right.
You see a row of different swords.
Mhm.
They're all made of different material, have different designs to them, and they're all a rack in the back of the room. The one on his belt is the one of the ones that's missing on the
Right.
He's got about 6 of them. That's the main thing that stands out here.
Right.
Other than the works shit. He comes in, closes the door, locks it, and he says, "What is it?
Okay.
Lay it on me."
So,
He sits down.
since me and my allies have shown up and
The office you to take a seat.
and really as of fairly recent, I mean, we've been here for what, less than a week? We have been spied on. Actually, we were spied on up until we came into this building. It seems whatever was watching us cannot penetrate your walls. I'm assuming this due to some type of arcane glyphs that prevent that type of thing from happening.
He thinks. So you're being scried on.
Yes.
Yes.
And our private sanctum spell is preventing that.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
In our recent findings throughout the investigation of the bodies, among other things, we have noticed some type of correlation to a group that is tied to a falcon symbol.
Do you know the symbol?
I've heard of it.
He's a human, right? Okay.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it myself.
As we're speaking to him, I'm just going to keep like an insight type of thing just to make sure I notice any type of changes on him.
Like a passive insight.
Yeah.
Which is 319.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same for me, I think.
So when he says, when you mention the whole scrying thing, you notice there is something he wants to say to you
Mhm.
about that, but he kind of holds it off.
Okay.
But if you want to give him like a time for him to speak about that,
Yeah.
then you keep
No, I would just say the falcon thing and then
Yeah.
I'd stop.
Okay. He says, the falcon issue, the falcon symbol, I've heard of it. I've not seen it, laid eyes on it or anything, but I've heard some rumors about it within the elven community. I know not of what it represents, or if it's any nation, or clan, or guild, or anything, but I know of its existence.
Okay.
And then on the issue of the scrying, my exorcists have also been the subject of a few scrying sensors as of late,
Okay.
and they've reported that to me, and I've seen them. I've seen them with my own eyes, but we don't know where they're coming from, and it seems like you're a target too.
Yeah.
Many at once?
It seems to target individual people. That's how the scrying spell seems to target mostly individuals themselves, and yes, multiple at one time. On different people on different exorcists within the city, or different other people that have been watched.
There are more people in this than I thought there were.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are way more. Okay.
We it's not 100% confirmed, but we have reason to believe that people's forms are being taken, or their identities are being impersonated, and kind of going around the city, maybe involve breaking into homes.
What evidence do you have of an identity theft, as it were? I don't believe you. I just want to see
That's fair.
evidence.
Again, it's not 100% confirmed. One of our people, while we were investigating yesterday, saw one of the exorcists at the crime scene before everything went down.
Did you know?
Yes.
What did he look like?
The black one.
Steve Harvey.
we don't talk like
That
that.
black
about our
one.
guy.
If this was relevant, he would have. Smelting would have given you. That's my bird.
Nothing.
Is it me? That's me.
Your pants are vibrant.
Smelting bowl would have given you like a magical tinkering object that has that guy's image on it.
Fair.
Mm.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
By the time we got there, there was no one there.
It seemed odd to me that one of your own that are here to protect and serve would be involved in
and what was he doing at the crime scene?
From what we were told, it seemed like he was staring inside of the home of the God, I cannot remember her fucking last name.
Malaman Lavala?
Lavala.
The Lavala
Yeah.
villa?
The Lavala Villa. And then
Oh God.
Apartment? home.
Nilly vanilla.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah,
Malo falls over.
yeah. And he seemed to be standing there agape, walked in.
Casual.
You're standing there, Gabe, walking.
Yeah, gaping! Walked in. Not too long after that, something left the house, and nobody could see what it was.
And he wasn't there to console or to provide assistance.
As far as we got there, no.
No, Maximilian was there, and of course he was worried about his sibling, but
Not too long, we heard the scream of the Maximilian running outside, screaming for his sister, and that's when the guards joined up with us, and they took the rest of the situation.
And that's what's in our reports. When our 3 exorcists got there, you were in the
area.
alley
Yeah.
as well, and there was not any reports of a 4th. So this man, I don't have a name for him.
Steve.
Yeah.
Stephenson.
Stephenson Harvey.
Exorcist Stephenson. He. Perhaps we should have a chat with him.
Okay.
He's in the courtyard right now.
Well, like I said, this thing can see illusions, so if he is not who he says he is, we can find out right now.
That could be
also
useful.
that would mean someone has taken his image and used it if he is who he says he is.
Which means there's potential that he is also missing. Again, this isn't 100% confirmed. This is just a theory of our groups.
Let me go bring him in. He gets up. He says, "Stay here.
Yes, sir.
Keep that sword handy."
Yes, sir.
And he goes out for a few minutes. Comes back in with a plate, a saucer with 2 teacups, and the guy behind him.
Right.
And he puts it on the tea on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Brings out another seat. He's like, "I'd like you to meet my associates over here, Stephenson. Go ahead and drink some tea." And he goes. He sits down and gets some tea.
Do I take a sniff? Does it smell like sulfur?
Make a perception check.
I would like to make.
Go ahead.
I
Is it
thought about
seltzer
just.
tea?
I thought about just testing it to see if it's poison, but if it has something else, I won't resist it.
It's lemon ginger.
Perception.
It's a London fog.
Though it's called.
In BG3, there's a
It's like
point you
Earl
can use
Grey.
either like medicine or perception
Nope.
to just like to find out poison
21.
in a drink.
Okay.
From a sniffer.
You didn't tell him that sulfur was involved with the
No, I did not.
So
No.
he's not looking for that.
Yep.
He's just like,
Again,
Yeah.
it's still a theory.
yeah.
And I'm trying to limit the amount of information that I'm giving him.
26.
What'd you get?
I got a 21. She got a 20. What?
Plus,
Big
like,
sniff.
So from like a distance, without being obvious,
Right.
there's no smell to him.
Okay.
At all?
No, he's actually really clean smelling. Like he smells of nothing, which means he's clean right now, more or less.
Oh, I was smelling for the tea.
Means he wasn't working hard enough.
Yeah.
Fucking slacker.
Or he just prestigious in his bath.
Nah.
Who does that?
You do that. Anyways,
I'm smelling the tea.
oh yeah,
I don't.
he'll bring out some more teacups and for everyone,
Okay.
and you can pour yourself some tea if you'd like.
Is there anything odd about it? Is what
Yeah,
you-
that's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
said for the tea.
No.
Okay.
But he does sit down, and he says, "Now, Stephenson, might I ask, were you sorting through the cold cases yesterday?
Now's the time where you can take these
Sorry,
wine
sorry.
or not.
Last night, were you sorting through the cold cases as you were asked?"
The thoughts let you read third surface thoughts.
Yeah, how the fuck do I even do this?
I mean,
You just do it. You can just do it 3 times. So detect thoughts is basically you activate it, it lasts for a minute each activation, and you can focus on one creature and read their surface thoughts.
Is that from how did you?
From the amulet.
Is that can you do that without the components?
Yeah, it says
you
you
just
just,
cast
it just,
spell.
it just says use an
With the item.
action. Use your action to do it, which
Yeah.
it's always really weird. It says use an action, but I guess it just means like focus on the thing and it happens.
But it doesn't require like her to
It
speak
doesn't.
with spell.
It doesn't say you're casting a spell. It says use your action to activate the item.
Okay. So detect thoughts can go off if you like.
Yeah.
No.
you
Subtly.
should be reading Stephenson's thoughts.
Yes, but like,
So if he
There's a
says one
chance-
thing and
There's
then
also a
his mind
chance,
says another.
like he would know I'm doing
no,
that.
you
right?
can't.
No.
You can't detect it.
Oh.
If only if
It's
you
only if you
probe
probe
deeper.
deeper. Yeah.
There's
If you
a
detect
surface
surface
thought level,
thoughts-
and then the probe deeper. They have to say
Yeah.
that's it. If they
Oh,
fail,
right.
then they
So,
know.
yeah,
We're
surface
doing
thoughts
surface
is
thoughts.
surface
Yes.
thoughts is undetectable.
Yes.
You're doing surface stuff.
So basically, if he says one thing but his mind says another, then you'll know.
1 second, let me get my notepad
Yeah.
out.
But while
Yeah,
he,
good now.
I'll just get with he's basically saying, "Were you sorting through the cold case files as I asked of you last night, Stephenson?" He
Fellow
says,
orange man.
"Yes."
I'm like Satsuki Kidoing with the sword out right
And he says, "Well, who are these people?" He said, "Oh, sorry. This is
now. Amarok Steelfang.
and
Lavender.
they are helping me in serving the Margrave to find the identity of whoever's causing all the chaos lately in Usenor." And as Stephenson gets like a little tense and put off.
Does he look nervous?
Yeah.
I'd be nervous too if my boss interrogated
Surface
me.
thoughts?
Yeah, surface
So you
thoughts.
cast it. He's like, "Oh no, did he find out that I?" He's like going through like a couple different things. He's like, "Did I find out that I just like insignificant shit?"
I took extra rations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I took a 10-minute long bathroom break.
yeah,
I
like
forgot to polish my wand.
yeah. Thank you. I was really brain fried on
fuck?
things like that.
But the mustache isn't real.
And so he says, "Don't worry, Stephenson. You're not necessarily in any kind of
He's gonna
trouble.
freak out that I mastered Velcro magic.
You're not necessarily in any kind of trouble, Stephenson. We just want your honest opinion, and the truth here. So you were doing as I asked of you last night." And he says, "Yes." He says, "Well, it's come to my attention that there was someone that looked just like you last night during the Lavala home invasion case.
So were you at 8:20?
Now,
What color is my underwear?
as we are a group of spellcasting guards, as you obviously know, we have ways to extract information out if you are not very truthful." And Stephenson's like very like, "Oh shit."
What's he thinking?
He's thinking,
Oh shit.
"Oh shit," and also, "I shouldn't have taken this job. This is a lot of pressure on me." This guy's he's necessarily like, this guy's way too stern for my liking for a boss. But he's not thinking of anything specifically malignant,
This is good, sir.
evil. And he says, "I know you're being truthful, or I believe you and you're being truthful, but I need to make sure. So my friend here is going to show you something. It won't hurt. So we just need to confirm something." Go ahead.
Yeah, I just grab the hilt or the hilt and I flash.
Yeah. And there's a big light. He is as he is.
Okay.
And he nods and says, "You're free to go." Immediately. And he's just like, okay. And he gets up and says, "Watch your back out there, soldier," he says to him, and as he leaves.
Okay. So if
So that didn't go anywhere.
no,
No,
But we did learn something.
Yeah, we
if
did
your
learn
soldier was where he was supposed to be last night, I mean, if you believe him, I'm assuming that with my passive, I could say that he believed what he was saying.
And you
And
you
yeah.
can let him know
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah.
But he was where he was supposed to be at the same time that this was happening, which means that somebody was impersonating him, which means that we are either dealing with a shapeshifter or somebody that's stealing people's identity of figures of power in the city to kind of go around.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know how they're assuming these forms?
No.
Not completely, no.
Is it for people they have done this strangulation on, or is it people that they just see maybe?
Not unless your ward there has been one of the victims.
Not to my knowledge, but I can ask him later.
Thing is that I feel like, this is information we should share with him. If I get bitched out, I'll get bitched out. One of our own was attacked in the forest by one of the, I would say, I don't exactly know what to call him, the brother.
Maximilian.
Maximilian.
Oh,
Yes.
brother.
No.
So you're saying a brother of Maximilian?
No. Like I said, a brother. She said Maximilian. I
Oh.
corrected, said yes, Maximilian.
So you're saying Molliman's brother,
Yes.
Maximilian,
Yes.
attacked one of your...
Don't forget, Stefano did confirm, or did tell you that he was pretty sure that it wasn't actually Maximilian.
Right. No,
Yes.
I'm getting there. I'm getting
Just
there.
making sure.
It was an alleged attack. It's possible that again with the situation of where people's identities may be getting stolen, our partner has said that it's a high possibility that it wasn't him, but somebody's taken on the form of him.
Okay. If that theory is true, then okay.
Right.
If that theory is not true, I want to make sure that you know that it sounds like
That we are attempting to.
you said a man got attacked your friend,
Yes.
and then in response, you were at the crime scene of his sister being attacked.
Yes.
Yes.
But it also seems like we are attempting to. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a word for this.
Investigate?
Accuse a person.
Well, being
Right.
that we spoke with Maximilian briefly yesterday when
Did
he was
we?
calling for when he was calling for help.
It was barely even
It
speaking.
was very briefly, but he did seem quite distraught from what we could tell.
And we investigated. In our report, yes, that's what we gathered.
Ever that was strangled our own, definitely. We feel as though he's in pursuit of Maximilian as well. So.
Okay.
I'm sharing this information as much as I can with you, just to be wary if you guys have any way of looking out for shape changers. And it's just something that I believe wasn't presented to the table at first.
We have ways to see invisible creatures. That's an easy spell for our own to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That of gaining what's known as true sight, that's not necessarily in their pay grade.
Is there anything you can get from the academy that may help?
You can look into it. I know there are gems of magical properties that can let you see things as they truly are.
What were you saying, Sharese?
Do we want him to be messing with the academy with the knowledge that we've just given him?
I mean, he's asking for things that can help with true sight. I mean, I doubt that these two are gonna fucking take their test and also hold students at gunpoint. Not that I put it past them, but it's, I don't
need to.
With the gem, they shouldn't need to.
Right.
Yeah, he says I might talk to
I have an
Xavier
elaborate plan
about
for
it,
what I'm gonna do.
or at least get
Oh.
someone to talk to
And
Xavier.
I guess
Real quick,
I
Hebrews
have no
was
plan.
Warforged of the enchanted items
the...
area.
Oh, okay.
one of the, I guess,
We'll make a show of it.
I'm notified.
last thing I want to bring up, at least for me, I don't know if you have anything else. Going over the report of the people that were attacked, generally, from what we gathered, it was elves and high officials specifically.
Correct.
Were all these high officials at all participants in this potential Margrave re-election?
Not necessarily.
No?
No.
Anybody of significant power? Or say...
Molliman is the most recent one of significant power that was actually wanted to replace the Margrave.
Okay. And all the other ones were what? Just random casualties?
Nobles that are, some of them are Margrave's yes men. Or other unaffiliated nobles.
Okay. And the Margrave himself was also attacked, correct? Or
No.
No?
We are
Doing
taking
what you...
great pains to make sure he is not being attacked by this.
Okay.
And also, there is one that breaks the pattern, and that is of a mausoleum tender.
Yes. And our own.
And your own.
The
Then.
Dragonborn.
So,
With those two, again, we believe it may be more tied to the fact that we're helping in the investigation.
you think you're being... Well, with this, he says, well, with the scrying, you may be being targeted by this.
Right.
For sure.
And whoever's behind the scrying is likely behind the strangulation.
Right. And that's why we think that anybody that's been able to help us, or on the off chance that we're left alone, usually we try not to be without a partner walking the streets just for the off chance of something like that happening.
That's what everyone here, the guards, myself, have been recommending to people. Do not walk home alone
yeah.
at night.
So with that, with the mausoleum attendant being alone and watching over bodies that we are also transporting to another land, he was probably targeted.
You were aware of the mausoleum being targeted.
We were there for different reasons.
What reasons?
We were checking up on the body of our associates that we were moving from the north to the south.
So you've been there on every scene that a pattern has been broken.
Yes,
And last night.
possibly.
And what will convince me that that's not a connection,
To us being the stranglers?
or at least in cahoots, or associated with?
You can go ahead and interrogate me.
You want the sweat?
I have
I'm fine with
nothing
that
to-
as well.
I have nothing to hide from you.
How about this? How about we start with an official report of your friend? Because that was not reported to anyone.
He is currently taking the test at the academy.
Okay. Well, when you see him, have him come my way. And we'll get that report down at the very least.
Sure.
And I may speak with you again soon.
I mean, I understand that you're a very busy man, but we're here now. What can we do to show any type of good faith? The strangulations were happening before we even arrived in town.
True.
And when we get here, yes, there are breaks in the case. I have no reason to hurt any of your civilians. Not that you have to believe that.
Anyone can say anything they want.
True.
Yeah.
But we are all, specifically me, I was also a soldier in the war.
That
Well-
doesn't sanctify you of anything.
Sure. I mean,
I think the stranglings, being that elves and high officials, tend to be the victims of these stranglings, might be part of a bigger problem.
do you count the Dragonborn as a high official?
He's a
Yeah,
teacher
The
at the
Margrave,
academy.
Professor,
one of
yes.
the main
Yes.
teachers, yeah.
They live
Absolutely.
more comfortable lives than others.
Fair.
Absolutely.
They get paid a lot to teach what they do.
I am worried that the Margrave's decisions are going to hurt his current position
I am as well.
as
He's clearly being manipulated by, more recently, Mulliman, of anyone else.
Define
Mullen?
manipulated.
manipulated him.
I mean, my theory is that she put the idea of tormenting the refugees into his head.
Mm.
So you feel that, though you have no proof,
Yes, that's why I'm not pursuing this legitimately. I don't have proof that this is what's going on, but it's a theory in my head.
okay. So let's go into the assumption that you can find proof for this. Mulliman is manipulating the current Margrave into this situation that makes him look bad for her political gain. What happens then?
Well, if it's damning enough evidence, we put her through trial.
Okay.
Even if she can't remember anything, she was just strangled.
And that's the problem. If she doesn't remember it happening, we can't prove that she's telling the truth or lying or anything.
What I want to get at is my friend and I have currently been putting a truce or trying to better integrate the refugees into the city here. I have been an outsider in a land that I don't belong in, and have been treated the way I have. I don't believe any of them have stolen this knife, and clearly neither do your men. We are attempting to have them work for the city. Better help them be in the city. That should help
And
with
this,
their perception. Yes.
and this is legal
Oh yes. The
work,
gold gluttons and gold badger.
right?
We're trying to get them to do a merger.
They need to renew their business licenses.
Business licenses.
Caleb.
Before they do anything, they need to renew their business licenses, or else they're not,
Fucking the Better
They're
Business
not-
Bureau over here.
they're not allowed to serve food.
Oh my god! Caleb.
Really should have checked up on that.
That's fine. You just tell me next
I'm
time
glad-
we
I'm
see.
They
glad I
haven't
know
even
that.
renewed their food permits.
I will.
Food handlers permits.
I will let my partner know so we can get that
Thank
in
God
place.
I'm incapable
so we
of
can
smiting.
do this without legally and safely.
Yeah, I applaud the effort to see the refugees integrate better, or at least make money for themselves to not live in the squalor they do.
I'm curious. I don't know how close you and Margaret are.
Earl LLC burning before
But
you even
would the
chance to sell
change
It's a hurdle. It's a hurdle.
would the change help his perception of them and stop blaming them so hard?
If they are members of the society that give and take, give coin, get paid, the cycle, it's possible.
Okay.
Most people of Osena aren't locals.
Yeah. there-
Most move
Plenty
here
of-
from other lands to study at the academy and then set up their own businesses or whatnot
Okay.
within the city.
If there's any way you can have him focus more on his perception and the people rather than what has been taken from him, I think it'll help our situation immensely.
I've tried.
Oh no.
He's a stubborn man. When an idea goes into his head, he believes it more when it comes from someone else than his own. He's easily swayed through others' opinions and stubborn about it.
Oh boy.
Unless he finds evidence on the contrary to something, he'll believe it's the truth. And it's not up to me to change who he is like that.
Mhm.
That's how he wants to live. That's how he lives. The consequences are up to his own actions or the cosmos as a whole of what happens to him.
Alright.
That's all I have.
That's all I have as well.
Okay. What was the identity of that who was attacked? One of your acquaintances? or
Safnoa.
friends? Safnoa?
Nope.
Oh what? Lieb. Wrong one. Wrong name. Lieb.
Thank you.
Lieb.
Would you know not to say his full name?
I think I would.
Okay.
Would you have picked up on the fact that he has not given his full name to anyone we've met?
His
Yes.
name's Sefno Alib.
Of course, because
He's
Lab
always
doesn't-
said he's always said Noah or Lieb.
Yeah,
So
that's
you-
right.
Would you even know his full name?
I think. but
I've said Saf Noah to the group,
yes.
or Saf Noah's been said to the group.
But
How about you give
But
me
anytime we talk to anyone of authority,
I
or
think
anyone that's not
Lab
part
would
of our
pick up
group,
on
What's your
that?
intelligence score?
Am I stupid? I mean, I am IRL, but
everyone I've talked to outside of our group, I've used a different name.
Right.
I feel
I
like
just want to see if she's picked up on that.
I feel like Lab as a secretive person would know that. Other than
I'm not giving you a high,
outside-
like,
Okay.
thing.
The intelligence, right? That's
As long as
plus-
it's not like a negative, I'm sure.
+7.
Yeah, +7.
Hmm.
Damn.
Do you have 22 intelligence?
No, what's your intelligence
20,
score?
24 intelligence?
Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, 14.
14.
Yeah, it's still +2.
Yeah, that's fine. You picked up on it.
Oh, okay. Then Lieb.
Lead.
I would have
Where
failed
that
that
from?
immediately. I did
I'm
not
not
catch
sure.
that.
He is not
I
a single
met
person
him
we've
somewhat
talked to.
recently.
His Saf Noah given his
Yeah.
actual
His-
name.
I've noticed
was
his name
traveling
Leeb
with an
before,
old
but I kind
friend
of just
of
let it.
mine. We reacquainted,
let it go.
and that's how I met him.
He helped me out while I was up north in the war.
And, oh, he's a soldier then.
Kind of.
Not even a little bit.
And so he's just a friend to you, or what relationship?
Associates. A friend of another friend.
Use my lover.
Yeah, we have gay butt sex all the time.
Hey, I didn't say that.
Come on, I don't implicate me in that.
Can I join?
Sure.
He's like, I need a
The
break.
illusion fades, and it's not
Yeah.
a row of swords.
Yeah,
it's
just
a row
turn
of
into
dildos.
Brokeback or Centaur.
No, okay. He says, "All right, can you get him to come to the seminary and ask
I
for
can
me
get him to come.
when he has free time? I'd like to have an official report of all the strangulations in the city that have occurred."
That
We
might
can try,
that might be the hardest part.
But
of
like
that
your
situation.
Margrave, he can be quite stubborn.
If
You guys know me so well.
if possible,
All of the information we can get
I'm so
is
unhelpful. I don't
valuable,
want
and
to
if you remember
right?
anything,
It might be more beneficial if you can come to our residence, where it might be easier to be able to talk to him.
I am not going into a residence full of adventurers from a different place that I don't fully trust. No offense.
No, that's smart.
No,
No, that's
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
fine.
a big ground move.
But I can.
Is there a place we can meet?
Yes. Is there a halfway point that we may meet?
With the Margrave's Domain Fair,
That's fine with me.
there are wards on that building just in case for my protection and your own protection.
Once again, we can try, but I can make no promises with him.
Either here or the domain.
Okay.
Those are my terms.
Fair.
You can get him here. Please.
Honest of service.
Such a rascal.
Such a little. You're such
That's
a guy.
that's the
Such a
word
little
for
guy.
it.
I'm
you
such a
fucker.
silly little guy. Such a goober.
And at this point, if you have nothing else, then I have nothing else.
That's it. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
He turns into goo and slides out.
He turns the sand.
He strangles you and makes you forget everything of your life ever, forever.
He makes you forget this entire conversation.
You should create a
There
silent
was-
school
I
detective.
didn't. Fuck.
No, it's fine. I didn't want to give out too much information.
I also want to just make sure he's watching Maximilian.
That makes it too obvious.
Does it? His sister was just attacked by one
Right,
of
but
the
how many people have been like attacked in familial streams? If we're telling them to watch the person that we were just looking at, or that we were just at during like another attack happening,
Fair.
it makes us look more suspicious than my fuck up that we already did.
Come and catch me.
Yeah, hey, keep your eyes on this motherfucker.
Not us.
Yeah, it's like why do you want me to watch him? Well, the sister was just attacked. Okay,
Alright. Sure, yeah.
that's just my reasoning.
Got it.
Alright, so you guys leave the seminary.
That's it.
Because I thought the same thing. I was debating.
Do
I'm
we
like,
go like, hey, Maximilian might be in trouble.
no, because again, this goes along the lines of thinking about like
Because
that's
he can be
right.
like, why is Maximilian in trouble?
Right, and on top of that, like if we put a mark on Max's back, the Falcon Brigade can fucking just take him out whenever they want
Yeah.
to. And if we watch and he has any information and these motherfuckers give him the choke of death, he forgets all the information that was given by the fucking elf assholes. That leaves him as another stray fucking path.
Yeah.
That's us.
That's us. Who'll be us next?
Schoolboys.
The trees gonna have one of those?
Mushroom?
Yeah.
Yeah!
They're pretty bussin'.
Yeah, we're seeing shrooms live on stream.
I don't want.
Oh, they can make me
bus,
they make me say everything I'm thinking.
They're warm, so they're a little like chocolatey
Yeah, the only
melty.
thing you'll think of is when is your good.
Man, these are so good. I can't believe it.
What about those?
Go ahead.
Man, I thought we were
Too
gonna
rich
fuck that
for
up
me.
a lot more than it fucking went
I
down.
think-
I'm glad we were able to save it.
Like one is enough.
One is good, yeah.
He doesn't trust you completely.
That's fine.
Because you've been at every scene of the pattern breaking. And, well, the Malaman's technically not a pattern breaking, but it's the most recent one as well.
Uh-oh.
Well, we weren't either.
Huh?
We weren't the teacher either.
No,
The
but
fact
they
that you
don't
put the whole
consider.
thing in your mouth
They
is
don't
weird.
count. They don't count that as a pattern breaking because it's a high
The
official.
teacher is not a pattern breaking. A professor, the professors of the academy get paid well.
They're-
Be considered higher class.
Realistically, Malaman should not count as the shit breaking either because she is technically a high official.
But you've been there with her.
But
too,
we were
so-
there.
Yeah.
Like basically almost every incident that's happened so far since you got here.
And the guy and the mausoleum dude was choked before we even got there.
The mausoleum dude is a weird one. 'Cause that was that
They picked that specifically so that we couldn't go farther because of Vizeron.
yeah.
Do you think this could be related to the wolf wares?
Which is another thread, but I think that's going to happen later.
No.
And by the way Ryan was looking at me, I think I'm right.
Yeah, he was giving you that.
He was giving me the side eye.
No.
The light skin stare. Is that what?
He's giving you the Nordic stare.
The White Walker stare.
Anyways, schoolboys.
That's me.
I gotta get the academy thing.
Get to do the school. Get
Right
to do
now,
the school
in 5 minutes, you could be a school man. You never know.
We'll see.
Let's get this.
Oh man, there's so much more I just wanted to tell this dude.
Copyright.
We don't know if
codes.
he can. We don't know if we can tell him yet.
I think it's restricted.
Why'd you zoom in on it?
Without him
funny.
just like deciding who's gonna be.
No, that's Silverquill.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's
That is
absolutely
absolutely
Silverquill.
Well, guess what? Magical Academy. And
Oh!
one of those two.
Well, Silverquill is Strixhaven. It's one of the houses.
I know.
No,
That's why I picked the picture.
You know,
Nah.
Zex.
No.
I knew it was because guess what it says down there.
That could be any magical academy, like you said. It doesn't say Silverquill.
There's literally quills
I'm him.
of a pen. Right?
It could be All
Alright. Fuck this. So,
I'm okay being a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff ain't bad, bro.
Big
Hufflepuff
Huff.
is where it's at.
Yup.
Big Huff.
Hufflepuff seems like the house that would most have like those like rent fair like hotel sex parties.
Do you know who Sailor J is?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah.
They're the house that gets
I
told
did,
them
yeah.
and just chill.
They're the bisexual house.
That's
Okay.
Ravenclaw.
That's Ravenclaw for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Intellectuals.
What does that have to do with being bisexual?
Well, only brainlets are fucking only like one or the other.
Stupid sexy buys.
Not stupid.
Okay,
Let's do magic.
Adagio, you're first up. You get to the academy.
You're my best composer. Or no, Maestro.
You get to the academy. You tell them you're here for what you're
Conductor.
here for. Same with South Bella. And then you guys are then split off into each different parts.
Pushed away, just
My friend.
You're then given then you're sign your name on different sheets of paper that are going. They are basically say they're going to give you a wand and standard robes
I don't know what name I told him I used here.
that will be designated to whatever year you are in the school.
okay. After the test.
Yes, but then you're getting it prepared now.
I'm gonna write a different name that I haven't used yet.
Which was that going to be?
I'll
Be
be on
backwards?
Sheaf.
Huh?
I'll be on Sheaf.
Wow.
It's an anagram for Seth Noah you.
Didn't you sign your name already?
Yeah, I don't remember what I signed.
Oh no.
So I'm using
Not gonna match.
I'm using yet another name.
Okay.
Does the contract look devilish?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, if it was a devil making us sign a contract, they probably would make it look not.
Yeah.
Anyways, you sign.
like a
You
sundial?
basically sign it, and then when you come back, you're gonna basically just tell them what class you're gonna be in, and they'll do that and give you the shit. So you are then led individually, but I'm gonna go with Dagio first to Savuku Vakana's gymnasium, is what it's called.
I remember
do PT
reading his
test.
name 1,000 years ago.
It looks like that.
Oh, we're in the Sexnasium. Fuck yeah.
It's a giant
It's got
circular room.
My mom there?
Yeah. There's a big
Bell's
statue.
mom, you mean, not Amarok.
No, I was thinking about Amarok's mom.
I am
was like,
all my characters, Ryan.
I am all of me.
I am.
and I am all the Jedi.
Still one of my favorite moments.
Shut the fuck up about that. That's terrible.
No, I'm saying when you yelled about it, it's
Oh,
my favorite
okay.
moment. I brought back.
Like she could have easily had just said, and I'll form the head.
Yeah.
And it would have been the same effect.
No, it's just I brought balance to the force. No, you didn't. It's so
Dude, shut the
fucking,
fuck up.
so fucking vitriolic. Oh
So-
shit.
You end up meeting with
Oh yeah.
him.
There he is. All caps.
Savuku Vakana!
He must have amnesia because he forgot his spell slots.
He must have amnesia because he forgot.
Yeah. So, you end up walking up to him, greeting him, and he says, he looks at it, he has a floating slip of paper next to him, he says,
Agreed him in Draconic.
he goes,
That's the one I like.
Adagio Einsiha. Oh. Assalamu alaikum.
Forgot.
Is that just confirmed?
No.
Can I retcon what I signed?
Is it dryer?
Based on something we talked about last
What is
session.
it? Oh, yeah, you're trying to.
Yeah, I
Yes.
dodged you. I'm
It's still
talking.
going.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
I have 3 names now.
he greets you and he says, "Are you ready to take your aptitude test?"
Yeah.
Then, in that case, and he takes his robe and he goes,
Ah!
and he
He's
basically,
ripped as fuck.
he basically, like glamour weave type stuff, his own clothes to be way more
Hell yeah.
flagrant
Oh, that's cool.
and bright and colorful, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like got fucking flowy frills everywhere, and he doesn't have like a little hat on, and he says, "Then show me your passion."
Oh, fuck yeah, this guy's cool.
And he says, and he illusions up some targets that are floating above, and he says, "Let's start with cantrips, shall we?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, you're going right into
Oh,
you're
you
gonna
go
go through levels?
Like
Yeah, that's 100% what it was.
Oh man, I had a way different idea for this.
Queen's
I was
Castle.
gonna
And he,
go.
and he,
Okay.
he has
Yeah, no, it
like,
took me even to where you're going.
he has a floating pen, a quill.
That's what I heard
with
when he took
paper,
off his robe.
and he's taking notes on watching you. And he says, "Now, show me the stance you usually take when you are casting spells."
Stance up.
What stance do you take?
No, you gotta do it like the.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
What
You
stance
gotta
you
do it
take?
like the kabuki thing where you're holding the staff and you got your arm out like this. Like a wide stance. Wide stance.
Yeah, 'cause it would be kind of like staff wand.
Is that what you're
Do you
using?
use both at the same time?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So you staff wand it?
Yeah.
He says,
You gotta hold it like Voldemort.
he rubs his chin with his hand. Yeah! While the pen is writing. Okay.
Dressed.
But you have to take. Oh wait, no. He made his clothes more flagrant. Not take them off.
You'll notice the form is a distinct lack of form.
Yes.
I've never been taught.
I know, he's
Like,
taking
period.
notes.
I've
He's-
never been
He's
taught.
not trying to
We'll
distract
start
you.
now.
He's like a driving teacher. He's like trying to not be distracting and like taking his notes.
I'm not stanced 1 foot behind the other for
Not
you know
bad.
stability.
Maximum torque.
Like my feet are next to each other.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You're leaning forward.
Okay.
I have fought gods like this.
Yes.
So true! Actually, you haven't. You've been fucking whisked away and.
No, he's
fucking
fought in
for
demon
half of it.
princes. He's fought in demon princes
The
like
joke
that.
being that he was.
I talk down an aspect like this.
Was that right?
Bro, you look like
No,
you're like halfway to sitting
Buffer.
down into a fucking
Oh, wow.
Gundam.
What's the fucking the little little stick
the guitar hero.
Yeah. That little stick man. Yeah, that's.
I forgot what artist that is.
Yeah.
That's him. He's doing it.
Boys? Fucking
No, it's not.
like Tom Morello.
Yeah, Tom Morello. Yeah,
Oh,
Tom Morello.
oh,
guitar.
it was. Alright, shit.
Yeah. You're right. That isn't it.
I knew it from the start.
Anyways, you stance up in whatever way you know how,
Huh?
and he says,
Sloppy as shit.
he says, "Do you have any harmful cantrips? Want to target these things up here?"
Yeah.
Well,
I cast
Show me.
frostbite.
okay. How do you do it?
Ah.
Okay.
Does that come from the staff? Does the staff get all icy before you just kind of like flick it off? What does that look like?
Oh yeah. So the wand. Yeah, it's like the frost encompasses it, and as soon as it touches my hand, it just.
Ugh.
Actually, I'm resistant now, so it's less. It's more like.
Okay. I like that.
You like fling it.
Yeah.
It breaks the target.
Literally
There's
spell
two more.
slinging.
There's two more floating up. He says,
Use another one.
"Try again."
Same spell.
You do the exact same thing, dude, basically.
I don't know. Do I have enough passive insight to see if
Give
he
me
wants
an
to do?
insight
Uh-oh. 14?
That's actually worse than your passive. Either way, you think he's looking for something more.
As you sit there pigeon-toed.
Excuse me again.
Okay. Well,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
He's not
incorporate.
saying it.
I'm going to incorporate bard flourishes. So I'm like, okay. I'll sort of like stand to the side and just.
Come to be cold.
His
Like,
eyebrow
fuck.
raises at that, and it destroys the target. And he
Yeah.
says,
Like a dueling pose from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
he says, "Looks more like it. You put a little more soul into that one.
God damn, spice that shit up.
Put all of your heart into the last one. Let me see you at your absolute best.
Okay. So I'll take my staff, and I'll try to look for like a little like a nook, maybe a piece and like that's like cracked, and I'll shove my wand in there, and I'll just do like a ha 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 ha.
Okay. It hits the last one. Actually, you know, I should be having you make attack rolls. Make an attack roll.
It's frostbite.
Oh,
it's saving throw.
Oh, then it'll hit it. And he says,
Mushroom.
let's move on to the first level spells. I enjoyed that. And then what happens is, before he puts up more targets, he asks, what's your specialty here? In first level spells.
Surprisingly,
What do you know?
communication.
Yeah.
These are a bunch of talk spells.
Comprehend languages, speak with animals, or
Maybe detect magic.
detect. I mean, that wouldn't be a specialty.
Communication, yeah.
Yeah.
My communications degree? Ooh.
Healing word could also kind of be like, I'm going to be healing you up, you know.
Well, it's also communication because it's a healing word.
Right, yeah.
Communication.
Heal.
I feel a little better.
24 plus 5.
He goes over and he flourishes his hand, and he creates a like.
A mouth.
A sheep.
No. He conjures a minor elemental, like a small little water
A
elemental,
wooga.
I can't talk to those.
and he says,
Commune.
"Try to talk." With your spells, boy.
Okay. Well, I'll
Without
cast
acting like 13 intelligence.
comprehend languages. I mean, but that only lets me listen. I'm saying this in character.
Oh, okay. Well, then
What does that
listen.
look like?
Okay, I comprehend languages. I get a big ear. No, there would be no visual effect.
Ah,
Just
You see him sending like a spell to the
like
water
a giant
elemental,
like sonophone or something.
and then the water
Something
elemental
invented
speaks to you in
That's
Primordial.
a ritual spell.
and it basically says, "The moon is
It's a
not
liar.
what you think it is,"
The moon's a liar.
and you understand that. And then Savuku says, "What did he say?"
the moon is not what you think it is.
Good job.
Hello.
He dispels the water elemental.
Does the elemental say anything in terror as he gets banished from this? Screams in Aquan.
And he says, "Don't worry about it. I told him to say that. I don't even know what that even meant. I just picked random words." And
That is kind of an idiom, close to an idiom. The moon is a beautiful liar.
That's what it was. Fuck. I was supposed to say that.
Haha.
Fuck. That's what it was. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
And he says, "Well, what other things do you have for your first level?"
Heal.
I can detect magic, heal, and absorb the elements.
Let's test it.
I like that because that's like those were all the words of the spells, but it sounded like a normal combo.
Yeah.
Let's test it. Let's see what.
Ninth level fireball.
I was expecting. Yeah.
No. Say, let's test it. See what kind of magic you can detect on me.
Okay. I'm gonna ritual cast this so I don't use a spell slot.
In
Let me
beginning
see.
magic.
Unlike the comprehend languages, your passion behind it.
The fuck does that mean? You're detecting magic.
Let me see
Let's do multi-class.
how you do it. How you want to make it your own. Because it's not just about casting spells here.
Is there any flavor in your type?
Okay.
It's
So,
about bringing out yourself in them.
So I will. So I'll ritual cast detect magic, and so sand will start creeping in from along like the floor and sort of form like an arch with like a big like circle in the top, like a hollow circle in the top of the arch. I will say like, all right, can you walk through, please?
He walks through.
Yeah. So
Is
he
that
walks
a TSA
through.
gate?
Yeah. So whatever school of magic he has on him, like whatever symbol represents it will
Points
pop
up.
up
Yeah.
in the circle.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
sick. I
yeah.
like that.
He's got enchantment and illusion on him.
So I don't know, like a gem, and I don't like a domino mask. I don't know.
There are actual symbols for these.
We'll put those up.
Okay.
In post.
They're in D&D Beyond.
Now.
I think if you click your spells, it'll show like a little symbol.
So?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It's because that's abjuration. I'm not gonna look at them all.
Abjuration's
but
like
those
blue, right?
It's blue and looks like a fork.
Enchantment is like a little T and like a peace sign.
Okay, the TP
Those are the actual
and
icons for those symbols. Anyway, you don't have to just explain to me. They pop up. And he says, I like it.
Fuck, that's big.
It's obvious you're from Varukai.
yeah. Wow.
Oh wow.
That's easy to see. Let's hand.
Oh wow.
Your home lies within you, and you bring it out in your spells. I like it. Level 2. What do you have?
Earthbind.
Let us see if you can cast what you can claim.
I have a staple of mine is here. It's light from the moon.
Moonbeam.
Yeah,
Wizards don't usually have access to that. And you are not a wizard.
I am not a wizard.
And that's why you're here.
He's
Yes.
a dirt wizard. Yeah,
That's it.
I'm a brown wizard.
Let's see it. And he conjures up like basically a stack of papers.
Dusty old wizard full of green dust.
Go ahead. And show me what's
Such an obscure
inside
King of
of
the Hill
you
reference.
as you do it.
So,
Not anymore.
Not P anymore?
casting Moonbeam, the sand from the Detect Magic TSA gate will like drop down and snake its way over to the papers, and then start like swirling around the papers to create like a sand tunnel going up. And once it gets to the ceiling, the circle at the top of the sand tunnel starts glowing like the moon, and then you just see the light just like slam down like a hammer.
Like you can see it through the sand.
It like pushes the sand away.
Oh, okay. And it basically just eviscerates the papers and catches them on fire, like radiant fire.
Yeah.
And he's just like, beautiful. Beautiful.
Actually, it'll glass the sand, and then a bunch of like glass like specks will sort of like be glittery off the moonlight.
Yeah.
Good shit.
It's
Good
absolutely beautiful.
I'm doing this because
It's right.
it's glass,
Oh.
and I'm waiting for the.
He's literally just looking at it. Oh, his face. He doesn't phase. He's not phased at
All
all.
lizards have like glass coverings in their eyes, so they're good. They don't
It's
get
like an alligator. with
Yeah.
a-
He's got two
with a-
Ursat's eyes, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's been blind the whole time.
Yeah,
He met Volo once.
twice actually.
Twice, yeah.
He says, that was the best one yet. I don't get to see Moonbeam be cast very often here.
Really? Oh yeah, wizards. Yeah.
Non-wizard spell. I think we can move on to level 3 now. What do you have of that? If you have any at all. I don't know your aptitude yet. That's what you're testing.
So of the third level spells, the one I probably use the most creates amorphous nutrition and water.
Create food and water.
Yeah.
And you could do it, yes?
I mean, there is another more exciting one that I don't use too
You
often.
seem like he's really bored about create food and water.
Okay.
He's like, you could do that one, but
Whoa.
It's erupting earth.
do it, he says.
Okay, I do
This
it.
man's about destruction. He's getting
He
hard
just
off
likes to
and
see
blowing
cool
shit
magic.
up.
I like that you're not that like you're saying the names of the spells, but like you wouldn't exactly know that, so you're just
Yeah.
saying what
Yeah.
they do. That's I like that. That's really good.
He can set up targets that would be in the range of the spell on the edges of it. And like basically like little
Okay.
straw targets or something. And magically.
Mhm.
And see if they tip over and all that good stuff happen. And then you can see the cracks in the marble floors. He's looking for that. And your own spin on it, obviously.
Yeah, so basically that sand, or that glass that came off of the
moonbeam?
the moonbeam, is going to like sink itself into the ground, and more sand's gonna come out of like the walls and just from the outside, and it's gonna funnel into the same spot until it's more sand than what should be under there, and like the ground's just gonna start shaking as more sand keeps piling in. And then there's just going to be a massive eruption with a big sandy fist, like, uppercutting. As when Adagio casts, he kind of just, like, runs and does, like, an uppercut motion with the wand.
Cool.
Good shit.
So it's
So it basically, from underneath the ground, it splits.
just a giant forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock Kirby power can kind of do that.
It says, and all the targets he set up just get
Yes.
like toppled over and
They had to
destroyed.
even see that, and he just did that.
Yeah.
And he says, "Bravo, bravo." I love it. Let's move on.
You're making me blush.
Before we move on, actually,
I've got some staples in level 4.
You do.
before you move on, actually, how high are we going on these levels?
High as
You
you want.
think-
As high as we can.
How high can you cast?
Trevor.
7.
Not like you, Bob.
He's gonna disintegrate me because of what you're saying through the ether.
I believe I mentioned 6 was his max.
Correct, but just a flyby says that.
So he's going to say, we are only testing up to level 6.
Okay.
So, show me what you have for the
Is
fourth
something six or
circle of the
seven?
arcane.
No, it's 5th.
What's your trademark, as it were?
You know what? I'm actually not gonna do the ones you think I'm gonna do.
Yeah, okay.
I am going to. I'm not gonna say it's like a more calm version of like waving, but it's just a wave of the wand doing this, and the entire room is going to completely change its structure.
Yep.
And I'm going to turn it into the top of the plateau that we fought Silbrosa on.
Yeah.
That was the representation
Casting,
of our shared home
You cast
in Barokai, and it casts hallucinatory terrain.
That's what it's called. Yep. He sees it, and he says, I have never been here before. This is the Sunset Plateaus, yes?
Yes.
I love this spell.
Oh, yeah, 4th level spell.
Yeah, he's doing
That's what we're doing.
No,
He says, I love
I'm
this
only half
spell.
listening, sorry.
This is one of my favorites, actually. It is just such a joy to be able to recreate as close as you can real things that you would never get to experience in your life. And of course, you can create your own terrain. But I love to picture myself in these sort of places. You pass this level. Good job.
5th level. What was that?
Is that a concentration spell?
No.
No, it's not.
If you would like to, I would request that we keep it this way for the rest of the test.
Hell yeah.
Can do.
Is that what sun is?
It's
Sun
a
deep 6th level.
So I have that boy. Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, wham.
Let's
thank
move on.
you, ma'am.
To 5th.
That's how I killed the purple worm. We use it so much.
So I've got a couple for 5th level. There's one that I can do, but the conditions to do it I'd like to not reproduce.
Well, move on to something else.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you feel comfortable with,
I'll
and
keep my
gives,
secrets.
and gives you a
Your dolphins.
sense of inspiration, and would inspire me to see what you have within you, the passion you have. I want to see it. So whatever you feel like gives me the best grasp on how you channel your magic.
So I'm going to cast Wall of Stone.
Okay.
And I am going to make like a smaller scale model of Silbrosa's gift.
Oh, okay.
Just made out of like the plates of.
So
of-
yeah,
of
it's more
stone.
like you're building it out of like
Like a playhouse.
Legos.
Yeah.
Like
Playhouse.
Yeah, no, it's basically like a playground toy, but
Yeah. Yep, like a simple version. It says, Wall of Stone, such a creative use. Mostly people just make walls. Good job. You passed that one too. Lastly, the final level.
When you dispel it, does it just crumble into like dust?
yeah, because I'll stop concentrating on it.
Final level. 6th.
So this is the one where I'm actually gonna like kind of brace myself, and I'll say, I need a target.
Voila! And a floating target in the air is like doing this.
Mhm.
Like this.
Good enough.
Steps back. Let's see it.
And then this is gonna be more like a, okay, this is a big one, let me put this in the staff.
The wand in the staff.
And then I'm gonna cast Sunbeam.
Right. So.
Sounds
Melt.
like what from Horizon.
You're melting this target into nothing, and he's like covering his eyes. Ooh. He looks at it and says,
I'm assuming the tip of the thing is like glowing now because.
The tip of the thing is like a small sun.
Yeah.
he says,
And then when the beam retracts, it still have the little ball
yeah.
of light.
he snaps it out again, another one appears. He says, try it again, but I want to see your heart in it.
Okay.
You do like a big spin flourish and like gather more
So-
solar energy.
Yeah, so I'll actually put the staff on my back then. And I'll
Still
just...
glowing man, right?
Well, so I took the wand out of
Oh.
the staff. And so I'll just like twirl the staff, or no, sorry, the wand.
Like the Asian kids with the pencil in the school.
Yeah.
There's always the Asian kids for some reason.
Yeah.
And then, only because the beam itself encompasses 5 feet, I'll sort of like get it in like a circle. So I'll like spin the sunbeam, and just a hollow circle will just smack into the target.
In my years of being a professor here at the academy, there aren't many who come fully maxed out in their skills already. What do you seek to learn here if you already can cast spells up to 6th level?
Control mainly.
Your control is not bad, and your own spin on it, you make it your own most of the time.
I mean, I guess my problem is like I felt like I never got a proper education to this kind of thing. Like I just spoke to Sylvanas once, gave me the thing, and then I can just do stuff now, but I don't really have to think about it. It just happens.
That's a lot of non-wizards and how they approach magic.
Right.
You would greatly benefit, I believe, from not necessarily going back to basics, because you have proved yourself, but understanding how one interacts with the weave. As we wizards and other studious types can really appreciate what we can do once we know the rules. Once we know the rules, we can bend the rules. If you do not know the rules up front, then it can be what's the word I'm looking for? Unthankful, or it can be taken for granted that one can just do this. But at any time, Mistra or anyone who has similar power, any gods of a similar power, can just get rid of it from you. And if you don't, if people don't understand that, they might not realize how close they are to having their gift revoked. Not saying you are, some are. And that if warlock patrons, things like that, are much more finicky, unstable. Having an education in this type of thing will greatly benefit you. As this is only one semester, you won't have too much to, you won't have that much time to learn, but some is better than none. And with one so unique as your own in the way you express your magic, I could see you having the creativity to make up your own spell one day. I have made my own. I have made my own when I was a student here, before I became a professor.
What is it?
Vakana's Flagrant Fissure is what I call it.
Fragrant fissure.
Flagrant.
Flagrant.
Vakana's flagrant fissure.
Is it fragrant? I would have
Sorry, accents.
taken on a different context. You know.
It's this fucking smelly asshole.
I was literally thinking a crevice covered in like flowers, but I mean, go off, King.
Anyways, Vakana's
The Great
flagrant
Canyon.
fissure is his own spell. And he says, here's the passion that I strive to achieve every day in my expression of magic. And he basically shows you his own spell.
Damn, he's a little zesty.
So he does 3 whole ballerina kick style twirls,
Oh, he's zesty.
Dude,
does a
Pirouette.
cartwheel,
It's full of beans.
takes out 2
This is
separate
Drake.
wands,
Oh fuck!
puts them together, slams them into the ground, and he goes like, "Hey-ya!"
This guy's cool.
And he like splits the 2 wands like this, and like a fissure appears in the ground and snakes its way to the edge of the wall.
I dive out of the way.
It creates a jagged ravine of sharp stone in a line originating from him, 100 feet long, 15 feet wide.
Jeez.
He puts little illusions before he does this in the where he's in the line. Each creature in that line, I'm literally explaining how the spell works. Makes a dex saving throw, doesn't matter for this. Taking a shit ton of piercing damage and falling prone on a failed save. And the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain. And each 5 foot square of the potion requires a minute to be cleared by hand. And you could cast it at a higher level, but you can really do 6th level spells. This is a 6th level spell. It's 100 foot. It's basically a 100 foot line of erupting earth, and it does a lot more damage.
Ooh.
And magma bubbles from the cracks, but it doesn't affect anything. It's more of a light effect.
Flavor.
Yeah. And then as the spell is done and it starts retracting, but the light stops where it is, and then the light starts to snake out, but the terrain remains broken.
Right.
And it basically remains broken after he's done. Kind of like how your fingers probably remain broken. And he snaps his fingers, and then you see the dirt of your spell and his spell start to like be covered up slowly, like something is clearing it by hand.
There's an unseen servant with a broom.
Exactly. It's an unseen servant spell.
Fuck, this is cool. I'm gonna fucking sick to do it. Damn it.
And so he says, well, you can tell the lady at the front that you are going to be enrolled in 6th level.
You sure you don't want to see my 7th level?
I would love to see it.
I've never cast it before.
This is an aptitude test.
Oh shit.
You are at max for that. Maybe on a one-on-one session next week. I would love to see it.
I just want to cast it once.
Physically.
He says he checks his wrist. There's no watches, but he's like,
One spell slot, 1 week trip.
He's got a little scale that sticks up. It's like a little sundial.
he's like, in 2 minutes I have my next appointment. My next appointment in 2 minutes for the next aptitude test. So, I bid you adieu, and see you next week. Adagio, and see how.
Next week, Professor Fakana. I'll give him a handshake. And real quickly, I'll like pull him in. And I'll say, be careful of the smell of sulfur. And I'll walk away. I smell like sulfur.
He's smelling, just make sure you don't smell like
Yeah,
sulfur.
shower-
I was
shower like a
Eustachio
week.
the whole time.
Eustachio.
You have a shower a whole week. You're like, oh.
And he says,
No saying.
he messages you in your mind with the message spell. He
What the
says,
hell is that?
He says, thanks.
I don't think I can give it back with message, can I?
No.
But that's it. As you're leaving.
We need someone with message.
Thanks,
message
question
on the
mark?
team.
We don't have any type of communication
All right.
skills at
I know.
I walk out.
Most stones either.
all. Most of our casters are druids.
Oh, also on the way out, You know what? No. I leave the hallucinatory terrain.
Okay. You end up leaving and getting your robes
Mhm.
and your wand. You don't have to use them if you want to, if you don't want to, but
Part of Donkey House.
so you have gained in your inventory a wand and robe.
How does it feel? You're starting.
Basic versions of each.
It's cool, Eric.
But the robes do say that you're a grade 6 student.
What kind of wand are we talking?
Wand.
I'm just gonna
What kind
add
of cord?
a U wand
Sure.
because It's the base druidic focus.
There you go. This is a wizard focus they're giving you.
He's got a core of Griffin.
Never mind.
They're giving you wizard robes and a wizard wand.
Okay. It's the bag of holding with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just base robe.
Base robe.
I don't think it was a big robe.
Yeah,
Oh.
robes.
Oh shit, yeah.
A standard set of robes.
There you go.
Adventuring gear common.
Yep.
Into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Oh, that only sends us back.
Saf Noah.
That's me.
You go your separate way.
Arcology?
Dirt wizard, learning about weird animals.
What's going on?
So,
Hey.
This is Hannah Holland's classroom.
Satana?
Don't worry about this weird logo.
whoa!
Archmage rises.
And I gotta get Hannah
Yeah.
Holland.
I thought there was going to be a second part to that.
No, there was a joke, but anyway, I didn't say it.
You disappointed me.
She's normally not blue, remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my wife, but I was not gonna make that sense.
See, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Okay.
It will not be the only thing that has risen.
So, you are alone with Hannah Holland in this classroom.
Oh.
Or rather, it's Hannah Holland, but you notice something's weird with her.
She's wearing kitty.
She's kind of like glitching.
She didn't show up for class.
She said,
Whoa.
He's trying to shake your hand.
Corn?
Are you broken?
And then you see a door open from behind. And she says, and she's like, oh, not again.
That doesn't work very well.
I know, and she dispels her minor illusion.
Oh.
And she says, I'm not the best spellcaster, that's not why I'm not Spooky Bukana. She says, my expertise is in creatures and magical phenomena. And you are my student? For the test?
I like phenomena.
She says, okay, good. That's a good attitude to have. She then, you can see out of her like clothes near her neck, a little purple worm baby starts crawling up and goes on her shoulder.
I'm just gonna like clap my hands and
Squish the...
my little snake.
Oh, I thought you were like, oh, ho, ho, ho.
No, I'm just gonna clap my hands and my little snake is gonna crawl out of my
And
neighbor's
she's like,
mantle.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. He's a neighbor, so I call him the babe.
Sylvan.
Yeah.
She looks in your eyes. You're a Sylvan man.
Yeah. Kinda.
Okay. May I pet him?
Okay. Go over there.
Oh, he flies over,
No, I'm just gonna go over there.
and she's like, gonna grab him.
Use both. And you go.
The return to King Elfman.
And she pets your snake and is like super jazzed about your little snake familiar. The little purple worm does not give a shit.
Hell yeah.
He's kind of like docile, like straight up. And then she has some like nice time with your little snake guy. She lets you have him back. And she says, well, we're going to go over some general planar knowledge today, and then some rare phenomena, and I want to see if you know of any of it.
We'll see.
And we can place you in your classrooms according to your knowledge.
Alright.
Okay. So let's start with this. This should be simple. They're not around that much anymore, but everyone should know of these.
I might not know anything.
No.
I'm not
So
from here.
She basically pulls down like a projector board, and she minor illusions shit on there. So it's a nice white background that's bright that you can identify every detail of what she's doing. And her minor illusions are a little glitchy. That's why she's trying to make it as clear as possible on a white background. So she then minor illusions this creature and asks, "Can you name it and tell me 3 things about it in any way that you know?"
Oh, probably not. It looks like a dragon.
Okay, good. What are 3 things you know about dragons? We gotta get the baseline.
I think of what 7-0 would know about them.
Make a history check. Or
Just look at the picture and say something stupid.
make a deception check.
To
And lie if you know about them.
What is better?
It sounds like
I should have had you make performance checks, but I forgot about that.
I'm making a
For
deception
personal-
check, baby.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Oh no.
28.
What are 3 things about dragons you're gonna tell her that you know?
They're big, loud, and angry.
They're really small.
I mean,
That's they feel like sandpaper,
yeah.
and sometimes when you get them wet, they turn into sand.
Fucking
Is that what stuff Noah actually?
2 out of 3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 is better.
No, not sand, mud.
Okay.
If you get them wet, they turn into mud.
She scratches her head and she's like,
Bird dragons.
"That may be true of fairy dragons. They are small. I don't know about the mud.
I've seen all of that happen, but it
Yeah.
wasn't here. It was in a different plane.
What thing?
You know my girlfriend, she lives in
Feywild.
Canada. You don't know about
You've
her.
been to the Feywild?
Yeah, I was there for a while. That's why my eyes are weird. My ears are pointing.
Okay. Please tell me about that later. I would love to know all about your adventures in the
Wait,
Feywild.
For last time, I was like, come on, I can't.
I aged 4 years while I'm talking about it.
Do you actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
just roll for it.
Did she react to that?
He gets a singular forehead crease.
She's like a little confused, but she lets it fly. Because you're weird anyway.
So you're like 61 now?
It's 25.
So 4.
Oh, I thought you said 40.
No.
Next she says.
There's a table that I'm rolling on for this.
Next she says, "Okay,
That would be funnier.
let's try this one. If you know anything about its name, or what kind of creature it is, anything about it."
Is it an L cube?
Ugh.
No, fuck,
Ah!
no,
Ah! The minor illusion's not working.
come on, it's not.
Ah!
The world.
That's pretty ugly.
What do you know of this, if anything?
Can I roll a deception check?
Yes.
I will say you can't just say the opposite of what they are, and she'll believe you. You have to like,
No, yeah, I have an idea.
okay, like you can't say like the dragon was small. Like that thing was kind of silly.
22. We call those infernal bamboozlers where I'm from.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
They like to
Level 1 classes.
sing you songs and they're really mean. They use that pitchfork to stab you.
That's not, I guess, inaccurate of everything you said. Yeah. Okay.
That's all I know about them.
They well, the songs. I mean, they can sing.
They're not good at it though.
They could do it.
That's why it
Okay.
hurts your ears.
Okay. Okay. I guess you pass on that one.
I'm lying.
It's a Dardent.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Let's
Let's.
bite it.
Let's. This might be a little difficult. Let's see if you can get the difference between this and the other thing.
What?
So, let's see if you can understand this. What is this?
Oh, that's
Ooh.
That's that thing Gandalf fat.
Fat? That past form of fight?
That's my favorite Irish wrestler.
Fat.
Yeah.
I rolled 25.
For what? History or deception?
Deception. This is all deception. I don't know any of this.
Okay, what are you selling here?
That's Dad.
Yeah, that's my dad.
We've only, I've only ever heard about one of those. We called him the Great Bull Man.
I was really hoping for like Jeff or something.
I don't know about it as a creature. It was just the one that we have stories about. He cut down a lot of trees.
In the Feywild?
Yeah, we didn't like that.
Oh. Well, okay. Can you tell me, if you know, the difference between the thing before and this? What type of creatures they are? Do you know?
Well, the first one was some kind of demon, probably, and this one is just a real mean guy.
Pretty devilish.
Probably like a devil or something.
Okay. She thinks and she says, you would have been right if you had switched those. But that's okay. We can move past that to another one.
I don't know about this stuff.
Yeah, right. I know.
I don't know any of this.
The previous one was a devil.
Been
This
lying
one,
since I got here.
this one was known as a demon. That other one was a devil.
Pulling the Joe Biden defense.
Hey man,
What?
I'm rolling high.
She then asks you, she shows you one more thing
One more thing.
as a
One more.
illusion. And she asks, "What creature is this?" And I hope you, from what you've said, this one should be easy.
Please put up a picture of
So
what
try
you mean.
going.
Oh
Hey,
It's Jack.
You could actually make a history check with advantage on this
I'm
one.
gonna make a history check because I think.
Are
what
they
that is.
fake?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they are.
You get advantage on this one because
it's a blink cat.
Well, no, okay, they're monstrosities technically, but they live in the Feywild.
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
Total of 20.
So what is it? Do you actually know?
It's a blink cat, right?
That's a displacer beast.
This place, yeah, whatever. I don't
No,
know.
that's
Okay,
not
what?
wrong.
I don't know
Blink cat is
D&D
like
stuff.
a colloquial term for them. Yeah.
Yeah, we call them blink cats.
Colloquial.
Okay. Colloquial. Colonial term.
American.
We don't mess with them. They're bad news.
Right.
They will steal your children.
Oh,
Just take them when they're gone.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy.
I feel like you're a very valuable vault of information about the Feywild. I would love to talk about that more with you.
I mean, I just kind of wandered around.
Well, wandering can still give knowledge.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can you at least tell me one more thing about them?
They like to teleport around.
Correct. Okay. Well, that does it for the creatures section of the aptitude test. I'd say for the most part you passed. And now it's time for the anomalies section. So, if you have any information on what this is, please tell me. And she goes in the back and picks up a potion bottle. And inside is a pinkish gas.
Hey! I'm gonna reach in my fucking pocket and pull out my mushroom vial that I got from Lav with the same gas
She
in
pulls
it.
it out and she says, she
Party
puts it on the
gas.
table and she's like, as you're doing that, you're pulling it out, she puts it on the table, she's like, plonk. Well, you have some with you.
Does he know the name?
I don't know if I do.
Well, please tell me all you know about it.
I kind of feel like Lav would have told you, but
I think Lav
No.
told... No, I don't
Lav
remember what you
told-
told me about
I
it.
told you it's a weird gas.
It's a weird
and
gas,
it
it
does
does weird magic
things.
shit.
That's it. I was trying
Yeah.
to be as convincing to you.
Okay.
Specifically.
I mean, you could have told me specifically what it does, and I would be like, yes.
Yeah.
It's a weird magic gas,
Mm-hmm.
and it does weird stuff.
Do you know of its name? Or by any way it's called?
Pink stuff.
You
Adagio
could,
would have absolutely told you about this.
you
at some
could
point.
have called, you could call it that, but that's not usually its name.
Well, the really high DC
Would you have
history
actually
check.
told me about Phaserus?
That's what I want about it.
I'm just kidding.
My best friend told me.
What,
My wife's
wait, what did you want me
boyfriend.
to roll for?
My brother in nature.
What was roll?
You can roll history
Suck my nature.
to recall what
Oh,
Adagio
okay,
told you.
hold on.
I don't know.
Nature
I wasn't
of
listening when he was talking.
Fuck.
I
Okay.
don't know what those three.
Yeah, this wouldn't appear in the Feywild. So yeah.
Yeah. I just call it the pink silly gas.
Okay. What are its properties?
It makes you silly and pink.
It just does crazy stuff. Here, let's see.
As?
No.
Such as? Oh, no. Please, if you uncork that, you might not ever get it back again. It's hard to collect.
I don't really collect it. I just use it.
I don't want anything bad happening to you. It could blow up the building. It could also turn you blue. It could do a lot of things. It could
That's why
age
magic anomalies are fun.
you. Well, but we don't want to have them go off in the classroom. We want to study them.
And
Well,
you
how do
guys
you-
left him alone.
You study
there.
with its practical
We only
application.
do that elsewhere. We don't need it for this time. Not in this test.
You know, I want it. I'm trying to convince her to let me.
You can make a persuasion check.
Yes. Oh, and I'm not great at persuasion. That's right. I could just lie. Okay. I can only eat hot chip and lie. But I can't
You're not
Can't
lying
even charge
about this.
you phone.
Oh no, that's worse than the what is Phaserus roll.
She got
6
nine.
total.
She got 9 on
I
her
got 6.
insight. So she's like, please don't, please.
I'll
want
say-
to know. I want to know of what you know about it, not it going off right now.
Well, I know that it's a mystery.
Well, what are some things you've observed of what it can do?
Well, I haven't used any of it. I just have it.
Okay, so she marks up.
Oh my
Know about
God.
this.
I just have it for fun.
It's. I wouldn't say it's very fun.
But it just does stuff. That's fun.
It could be dangerous.
That's fine.
Mm.
Primaterial magic is so boring, and you have this stuff that spices it up and makes it silly, and you don't even use any of it.
We only use it if we need to.
You should use this on all magic. It would be so exciting.
Are you
I
sure
really
you're not?
want to just a little bit.
Are you sure you're not from the plane of limbo?
Nope. just a one time, just a little. Just a.
No.
This is an
please.
experiment. We'll see. We'll test the results.
Are you sure to try push?
Yeah.
Okay, another persuasion check.
I want to do this. Fuck, 11.
18.
Damn,
She says,
stinky.
I have to.
It'd be really funny.
She like, talks to herself like, I have to.
It'd
stand
be
up for
so
myself.
cool.
I have to. Please tell you not to do this. Okay? Please. Not allowed. You can see she's like really like not usually like very assertive, so she's like, please do not.
Fine.
She's just very like unfamiliar to her to be assertive like this.
We'll do it later.
She sent, and then she says, okay, moving on. Have you ever heard of a concept called names of power?
I could try and lie, but I imagine Steph Noah has not.
You have.
You have.
Yeah.
Adagio literally told you about it a couple
Yeah.
sessions ago.
Oh, it's that thing.
That's the name of power, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what can you tell me about the power true names hold on some creatures of other planes?
If you say the name out loud, it summons it.
Sometimes it does. It depends on.
I know one. I can say it.
Not necessary.
Leonard Nimoy.
Okay. Sometimes it summons. What other?
Is a skeleton.
It has other properties. Could you name any other things words of power can do?
No.
Okay. You can deceive if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a silly little guy.
Okay.
Alright, kids.
That's
Remember to lie to your
45.
Whoa. What do you tell her?
Well, I know that you can use them to summon stuff. So you could probably use them to banish things to other places. I'm sure that that's a word of power.
Sometimes, yes.
Probably just like
But
really powerful magics you could do. You'd be like dead. That's probably something.
you're on the right track.
I'd
the
probably
most-
use them to like make this pink stuff. Just like fun gas.
I've never seen you do that. I'm looking for the main thing that words of power let someone do if they hold them on a creature. If they hold the name of a creature, the main thing it can do.
You can like control it.
There you go. Okay.
Just gotta find a roundabout
I
way.
didn't even have to lie for
She's-
that.
She's almost like
Desperate.
trying to get you to say the right things, even though that's not how the test should work.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's sick of you.
I've been lying the entire time. I've been rolling so good on my
Should
lies.
excel you.
I haven't rolled below 15 on any of my lies.
She'll put you in level 1.
And she said, okay, the next one is multiple choice.
Oh.
So, there's 4 options.
25%
Yes.
chance.
You can't lie on
Hell
this
yeah.
one.
See, he's getting greedy.
Little bit.
What do you do if you end up signing your name in a devil contract?
Oh fuck.
I wouldn't sign my name.
I
on the
didn't
contract.
think that was actually good.
Yeah.
Do you A, rip up the contract, hopefully annulling the whole thing? Do you B, let it go, let it happen, and hope everything will turn out okay? Do you C, try to find the devil and try to convince them not to have the contract anymore? Or do you try to kill the devil?
I hate that I know the answer to this one.
Well, if I'm signing a contract,
You look more bored, you look-
I've committed to doing that.
Okay.
There's no reason to not. If you are willing to make a deal with somebody about something, You just do it.
What if you find yourself not wanting the deal anymore?
That's not how it works. If you make a pact, and you make a pact, and then that's it. You have to do the pact.
Out of any of those four, are any of those a way out of the contract?
No.
And she writes that down. Not knowing what that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could say it was a multiple choice question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because none of them were the Fae answer.
True. The last thing she asks is
Why? Why are you like
Why
this?
are you here?
is
I just want to see what a magic
You
anomaly
seen
is.
that
I wanna-
video
This
of
is
that
going-
kid
I want to make a
trying
magic
to help
anomaly
his sister
happen.
do homework?
That's literally all I want.
He gave her like the
Black hole.
answers,
Okay.
she still get it wrong, and he just breaks down crying.
the last one is an open-ended question. You can add as much detail or as little as you
Oh
want.
fuck! I'm really good at those.
Just yeah.
The question is very broad. I want to see what you know out of the whole topic.
Mm-hmm.
How do portals work?
Oh.
We actually don't know that.
I don't have a fucking clue how portals
Yeah,
work.
what are you
talking
talking about?
about?
We don't really.
I came through one. Well, you get two like really cool looking trees, right? You put them like this,
Okay.
and it makes a door,
Mm.
and then you go through the door, and come from the different plane. It's like
Oh.
a portal.
Okay.
You kill all your cells, reconstruction, and the other.
You just
It's
walk
not-
through. It's like a door.
Yes.
Different
Okay.
dimension every time. It's like a different view.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It smells a little funny inside the thing. Like right when you're inside the
in
portal.
between?
Yeah. Like you get inside there and it
Okay.
smells a little weird. Then you
Uh-huh.
move past it and you're like, oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Garganta.
Would you like to add anything else?
No.
Okay. So at this point, we have had an answer for every question. And at this point, I think you have finished your aptitude test.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see. I'm going to rate your and grade you.
Also never had any magic training.
You're gonna be a first grader.
I might be.
He thinks about it in your head. She says, okay.
This
I'm gonna predict like 4.
is a dog.
I never did before.
I think.
I don't think so.
He says, okay.
Level 1. Boo, you
With your knowledge of the Fae, you might be able to skip some of the earliest classes.
Okay. So,
And move on to advanced concepts about other planes.
mhm.
I'd say we'll put you in
I don't think it's before.
the third.
Oh shit! All right. That was
Okay,
better than I was
close.
expecting.
The third grade.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Well, there's up to 9 of my classes.
Mhm.
So you're starting with a bit of an edge compared to most students who start at the basics. But I would recommend we do a little bit of one-on-one tutoring for extra knowledge that might be more basic, just to make sure you're caught up on some of the more prime material creatures and anomalies.
That's fair. I don't know anything about this plane.
Okay, so it's not required, but you might not complete your end of semester test as well if you don't have some of the basic knowledge.
I mean, that's fine. If it happens, it happens.
So, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
What did I write there?
You wrote the backwards name, right?
I don't know what name I or oh
This
the
man forgetting his own name.
well, no, because I used different ones for
He's
everything.
got too many.
I don't know.
ideas.
I don't know
Like
what
smash
one
them
I wrote
together.
on my
How
school
fast?
application. I don't know which one that was. Is she reading the one that I wrote down today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
She was gonna write down like your class name on it.
I'll be on Shafe is fine.
Okay. Is that what you want to be known by in my class?
Sure.
I'll be on. Okay. So you're going to be in class 3, grade 3, and she says, okay. And you know Adagio, right?
We have a mutual friend.
Okay. Is he in the Senor stand?
Yeah, he's doing his own test.
And off in the distance, you just hear.
And the cat lady, Lav,
Mm-hmm.
you know her, right?
Yeah.
And she's still in the city?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Why?
Can you, at some point, I would like to speak with them privately about something.
Oh.
If you could get them to come to my classroom maybe after teaching hours, maybe during one of our tutoring sessions, one-on-one after class, if that's okay, that would work.
Okay.
I don't want to go home and have them show up when you're not here, so.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Okay. Let's see. And one more thing. And she goes back behind and she rummages through like some things behind her podium thing.
I mean, she's gonna do it. She doesn't know I'm there. She's gonna do it. Just let her do it.
And she brings out like a little ball gun. And she says, "Could you give this back to Lav?"
No, it's not yours anymore.
It's not mine anymore.
It's
Just reenacted
it's
that
an
scene
item
from
of
Fallout 3.
comfort I used to use in my younger days. I don't want to offend, but I don't really need it anymore because I have my little friend.
Yep, start your ball off.
Is it just a ball?
It's just a ball.
Alright.
It's like a squeaky ball, like for a dog or a cat.
Think almost more like a hack sack.
It's full of
Maybe
beans.
slightly firmer.
It's
Like,
full of
yeah.
beans.
Okay.
Beans!
Am I even gonna put it in my backpack or just put it in my pocket?
And she says, and she like fidgets nervously. She's like, if it's okay with you, this is kind of, so to speak, under the table of the academy. Would you like a She says, would you like the, I'm sorry, this is embarrassing. Would you like to have a title appointed to you?
Oh, that sounds cool.
Okay.
Can people call me that instead of any name that I give them?
In my classroom, we can.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's up to you if you want to do it outside of the class. And she brings out basically a metal pin that you could pin to your clothes, and it says "Purple Worm Cadet."
Oh my god, that's adorable!
And it's got like a little purple worm swirling on it.
Motherfucker.
And she's like, if it's not too
super
embarrassing.
cool.
And she's like really jazzed at you, like she's like,
yeah.
Okay. So I am your commander, and you're a cadet.
She's living her dreams, man.
Alright, cool. That sounds good.
That's the weirdest cadet with her. Quite possibly the most dangerous.
And this is our mascot. No, I should look at her shoulder.
Okay, that's cool.
Kind of snakes around and kind of looks at
pull
you.
out
He
the
worms
mushroom
around.
vial again. We're done. We do science experiment.
I mean, I'm just waiting for him to.
Outside the classroom.
Yeah.
Wait.
I can go outside and do this right now. It'll be cool. I have an idea.
Maybe talk to an exorcist. They might.
I can just do it in like the courtyard. I have a really cool idea. It'll be really neat.
Do it in the house.
The house isn't big enough.
If Seth Noah goes
I'll say
out
big
this
enough
way,
to do it.
Persuade again.
Come on, baby.
Oh, buddy.
Come on, baby.
Please.
That's enough.
do you have another
All money,
character
no women.
prepared?
All money, no women.
Yeah, the phasers won't kill him.
God damn it, dude. I can't. My persuasion rolls are dog shit.
It wasn't meant to be.
10.
God damn it.
She
Oh, I want to do this.
says, if you do it, I am responsible because you're my student.
What if I take off the pin and then do it?
It doesn't.
Oh my god!
No, the pin is a thing for me. That's not from the academy.
What if I tell them that you're not involved?
Please
I
don't.
just want to know what it does.
Maybe go in the woods and do it. I don't know.
That's really far away. I want people to see. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Don't do it.
Am I?
It's gonna be an everyday
My,
occurrence.
oh my god, what a
I-
fucking agent of chaos.
You gotta have more fun with the magic you can
I'll see you next week. Sorry.
do. I'm gonna go do this in the courtyard. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna like
Okay.
run out the door.
And she just like stands there
Like a kid running around with a fucking firework.
yeah.
Hey, do we bump into each other?
You eventually meet with each other at the courtyard. Probably.
I'm like
It's-
jogging. I'm
it's
jogging.
just that meme
with the
of,
fucking phasers
what do you got there?
pushing by.
I'm just like, what are you doing with that phaser?
I'm doing science
What are you
experiment.
doing with that phaser? I just start chasing after you. What are you doing? What are you doing with that phaser?
Do an
Put that down.
You're like a cat owner. You're like, I get that out of your mouth.
Basically, stop with that shit.
You're in the courtyard.
You wanna help me with the science experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are other students walking around
Oh,
while
man.
watching you guys.
You know how that works,
You're gonna
right?
get her in trouble.
No.
How?
Okay, so-
out of
I got a
curiosity,
pin.
just because I want to know as a player, what's
Stealing my brand
the,
again!
What is the start school to expulsion rate?
I'm gonna set a new record, baby.
There.
We'll pull the tuition back. We don't care.
Yeah, we're fucking
We'll just
silver spoon kids.
We'll just buy
we're not
another
paying-
semester.
We're not paying our tuition.
Dimash did say, "Oh, fucking nepo babies."
Yeah, we're nepo babies, man. We can do what
Fuck
we
yeah.
want.
Well, you have to inhale it, but then you have to cast a spell,
Uh huh. Okay.
and then the stuff happens.
Bartenders will be having a fucking heart attack right now.
Yeah.
You gotta persuade me. It's your life, buddy.
You notice that there's not a lot of security around this area because school hasn't officially started
Probably just a
yet.
couple people around.
The campus is free from consequences.
How much are they known to like be like related to some of us? Like if they were to do something, would it also spread to us?
We are
Maybe.
intricately tied. You
Maybe,
cannot
yeah.
escape this.
The professors know you guys all. At least.
Yeah, we've actively
We've done
met
so
all-
much good for the
Yeah.
professors. This can't possibly backfire.
I'll say, hold up, and then I'll walk like 35 feet away, and I'll go.
You
All right,
want-
buddy.
You want to be closer?
Famous last words.
No, I've seen enough of it. I've only ever seen it up close. I want to see what it looks like
I
from a
hope it just
distance.
turns you blue.
Like art.
That'd be so fucking funny. I'll pull up at the top and I eat the mushroom inside.
What was the mushroom inside?
It's the one that makes you
The
say.
devil sight mushroom of
Oh,
all
it does
fucking
nothing.
things that
I just go-
gave to him. I didn't even
I
know
did,
he
like,
had
the
devil
mushroom
sight.
Whip it
into
real
my
quick.
Yeah, just
All right. All right.
Roll on the tab. The table.
Well, then you gotta cast a
You
spell.
gotta cast a leveled spell.
Please be the fucking unicorn. Please be
No,
Oh,
no.
it's the
no. What
little
needs to
spell?
happen is he
Please
needs to turn blue.
I'm gonna fucking
Or go short. Forever.
Or
go
summon
short.
the
Put my-
unicorn.
Or explode.
If it's the
fucking-
unicorn,
I'll close
I'm
my
leaving.
nature's
I'm-
mantle.
I'm
Well, we're gonna be in the session if it's the
I'm
unicorn.
just gonna do a flourish.
What was the
It's
unicorn?
super
46?
silly.
48.
48?
Yeah.
47
Yeah,
to 48.
It's 48.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna like close the nature's mantle so it's like full closed cloak,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna go whoosh and like brush it aside, and there's gonna be like wood will have grown down Safnoa's arm, and there'll be like bulbs hanging from it, and they're gonna pop open and like pink and like white mist is gonna start falling out of them. I'm gonna cast hallucinatory terrain.
Uh huh.
Oh, wow.
It's the mushroom.
So I'm gonna make just a big like Feywild
Barons.
visage.
The jungle.
Oh, it's a pastel
Do
hell.
you want it to be specific, like the area around the summer court, or like?
I don't remember that.
Right. Sorry.
Serious.
I remember General I make the General Feywild. I need the spicy Jonathan.
It's the one right in front of you.
I have the
I
list.
prepped you.
Yeah!
Yeah, I know.
I know. Right.
91.
That don't sound good.
It's the fireball.
I don't remember what that was. I don't know. Yes!
He's blue.
Nothing happens that you can see,
Uh-oh.
except you feel. How do I explain this? You feel like you won't die for the next minute. Like if you die, you'll be fine.
Stuff sucks.
Yeah, sometimes stuff just didn't happen. That's alright, buddy. We'll try again later.
Yeah, the teacher had like a full jar of it.
Which teacher did you go to?
I don't remember her name.
Hannah Holland, or Professor Holland.
Professor Holland.
Ah, yeah, she would have that.
She wanted to talk to you later too.
Oh,
You and Lav.
okay.
That's pretty neat.
Well, I'll go get her. later.
I'll borrow her jar of pink stuff. And
So the
Borrow.
pictures you had was gone.
yeah, I used all of it. That's fine.
Oh, magic.
It worked. Everything works for the Nature Boys. Every time.
We've never failed. Not once.
It always comes out positive.
I've never said any of that once. I'm
It's wild,
I'm
bro.
a
Like,
small-
Yeah, and yet our plans work every time.
Yeah.
I know,
I
I'm
just
just
blasted
wide
phasers in the
open
middle of
house.
fucking school courtyard
I
and I'm
stay
good to
silent
go.
just in case.
You notice he has a
something
pin on
happens.
his cloak or shirt
Yeah, I
or
did.
something.
No, yeah, you
Yeah.
missed it, but I was like, no.
oh, you're boring.
I was like, she stole it again.
Oh, okay.
How'd your test go?
It was good. It was all about self-expression and blowing stuff up.
I got tested on my knowledge of animals.
Oh yeah?
I don't know anything about prime material animals.
Did you lie your way through it?
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You cheated on the test.
I didn't even cheat. I just made up answers.
See,
I made up
degrees.
I made up answers, and the teacher believed me.
And you put you in 3rd grade.
All right.
That's-
I should have gotten first.
Yeah, that's the highest grade. You know,
Yeah,
first grade.
I should have gotten cantrip grade. Like, cool.
Like, first place. First
You know,
grade.
Jess,
Yeah.
a little bit higher for general knowledge, so.
I don't.
Oh, it's because you said things that were general enough that she believed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made shit up.
Or like she believed that you knew more things about it than even she did. So she's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Me,
did
the
that shit
player, didn't know about most of the half of that shit, so I was
You
making
did the shit
shit
that
up.
psychics did, where they just throw a huge fucking wide berth of like traits.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was
I'm
doing.
getting an M.
Yeah.
His name was Paul. I'm getting a P. I'm getting a P.
Yeah.
C, D, E, F, G.
Paul-
Oh, yes.
Paul M. His middle name started with an M. Exactly.
There's an M in his last name. It's the last letter though. There it is.
Oh, I forgot the whole reason we were here. Where's the largest grouping of students that we can see out
In
here?
the courtyard, there's
Just
probably
start
a
sniffing.
Yeah, the largest group that we
I'm
can
just gonna
smell.
I'm gonna put on the goggles and
probably a
turn
group
on
of like 5
the
students.
true sight and just stare at all of them
They're all fine.
and just sweep everyone that's outside.
Everyone outside is true as can be,
All right, this place.
and
is
none
safe.
of them have stunk today.
It seems we'll have to
This
follow our
entire
noses.
place is safe
Follow your nose.
Yeah.
for the fruity taste. Sure.
All right. Thanks for you meet up with everyone else.
Okay.
We need to do anything else here?
I think you're supposed to go to the lady in the front to get stuff.
All right. We'll go to her.
Go back to it's actually Hajar Kamran, the lady, and she basically gives you your robes that denote you're a 3rd year.
Is that the lady that we originally signed up with? I definitely gave her a name that wasn't Albion.
No, I know. She doesn't recognize your face quite.
Oh, good.
She sees so many people.
That's good. I'm just making shit up.
So she stacks that paper with the original papers, does not notice the names are different, and just moves on.
I'd just be lying.
What's the difference between like the robes?
So Vakanas are red, Hanas are blue, or no, purple.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you went with Haberos, it'd be gold, and if you went with
Lamb.
Durganfell, it'd be green.
Do the,
They're not Hogwarts colors.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Almost.
No, I was gonna say, do the grades like change the way the robes look?
There's like a stripes, and then they get like more complex.
It's one color
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
on the collar and on the sleeves. There's
So like
stripes.
so like he's got like rectangles and I've got like geometric like
Yeah,
patterns
Yeah.
and shit.
sure. It's like how chevrons in the military are like, oh, you're first, second, whatever. But it's like more elaborate for like wizard stuff on robes. So you got pretty basic. You got some patterns, but kind of basic robes. He's got like nice robes.
He's like platinum ranked, you're like silver ranked.
Yeah.
Do we have to wear these robes while we're here?
So it's encouraged you wear the uniform. It's not necessarily required to use the wands if you have a spellcasting focus. You gotta use.
You do it like any anime where there's a school where the main characters are obviously the main characters because they're wearing.
Oh,
their
yeah,
out- their-
yeah.
They're personalizing their
They're
uniforms.
fucking weird
Yeah.
as shit.
Does she use the words "you are encouraged to wear the robe"?
Hannah Holland definitely does because she's not assertive. Vakana would definitely tell you to wear your robes.
Ah, son of a bitch.
What about the lady at the
You,
front
you
desk?
give a deep V. In the
Hajar
words
says
that
wear
they're,
your robes.
Yes.
It goes all the way to the bottom.
No, it doesn't. It's open. No. It stops right at your belly button.
No, it looks like a fucking Mithara's.
Yeah, it's your fucking Nightman outfit.
But you would know by Hana, from
Like
Hana,
before
is
I
that she's not very assertive. So if you didn't wear your robes
Those
or
that look
halfway like
talking about
personalize them,
actually.
she probably wouldn't make a big
Yeah.
fuss about it for a while
All right.
because she doesn't want to
How
get
are you
into
gonna wear your
competition.
robes?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided that I'm gonna wear them.
Wearing with Professor Quirrell with his.
The turban.
Also make them a turban.
Are you culturally appropriating
Also, like
Adagio?
Yes.
Fucking people. Okay.
Salami, eggs, bacon.
So
Yeah, I remember when Voldemort said that.
Is there anything else you want to do in the courtyard of the school? Or not your courtyard. You're back in the main entrance of the jar. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do at the school?
No, I passed my test with flying colors, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Upload stuff.
Fuck, I want it. Man, that's cool. The magic thing. That's cool. I like that.
Hipperos and Vlad have their own tests. So.
And we have class once a week.
No.
No, we
Every
class
weekday.
begins in a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weekends off.
Okay. All right. So we got a week to goof off and find a killer.
I'm gonna. Whoa.
You got 3 days.
Regular.
You got 3 days from now until classes start. It's Friday. Classes start Monday.
Oh, yeah.
You have this weekend off.
Okay.
And then Monday, you're in class.
Well, yeah, let's go meet up with the gang real quick.
And remember, you're encouraged to be at the dorms 2 to 3 times a week to make sure you're okay in these trying times of stranglers.
Yeah, we should just check. Well, I've already been strangled, so am I exempt?
You haven't officially reported this. The marks have been gone by now. It's like it.
Yeah, but I know.
Hello, my name's Albion, and I've been strangled.
I've been strangled. Am I exempt from having to come here?
So
We'll get to that.
you don't know how it works.
Immediately.
No. You don't know how it works. There might be a way you could just sign in and then just leave.
We can personalize our dorms.
You want to turn into birds and fly to the rest of the group?
Yeah.
You will get a room when you go to the dorms for the first time after.
You guys bird
this.
stack.
You can go on the weekend or you can go after your birthday.
quad bird.
No,
This
it's
is
like a
bird
jet
standing
plane
on the
refueling.
back.
Yeah, basically.
Anytime during your first day of school, after or before classes, you can go to the dorms and they can set you up with your room. That comes with the tuition.
Is there a meal plan?
No,
Can I sleep outside?
there are vending machines. No. You could. I mean, we'll get to there when we get there.
All right. I do anyway. So.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm gonna call the session.
Yeah.
So,
Yay!
how do you feel about today?
I had a fun time lying to my teachers.
Yeah. But also earlier with the whole discussion, I was loving your guys' theory crafting on what was going on with the between the Falcon coins, the oozes, the weird Shadow Wizard money gang.
No, it's just the Shadow Wizard gang.
The Margrave, the Exorcist, the Strangler, the Fae stuff. I love all of
The
it.
elves.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can quantify what percentage right we were or how close we got?
0.
I feel like we're gonna.
It depends on what parts of it you're getting right. So
Right.
I feel like we're gonna get like tonal whiplash when we're jumping between the stories.
Right.
Like the school story is gonna be way goofier. Than
Yeah.
The
so a lot of it's
No,
modern.
it just becomes Persona by that point.
It's gonna be.
That's the joke I've been making
Yeah,
for
here's the
weeks.
A lot of the downtime's going to be montage. But you guys specifically are going to have a mechanic that you sent me a video about.
Push it to the limit.
Where when you learn things, you
Oh.
gain die.
Yeah.
Then you can spend those die to take your test at the end of the semester.
I remember that.
Okay.
And basically, okay, I paid attention good in class this week. I get an extra die to add to my pool that I can use at the end of the semester for my test rolls.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
That sounds cool.
Testables.
Because you're going to have a end of semester final.
Yeah. I might try to lie my way through that, but I'll try.
But there will be social interaction light throughout this the downtime, and definitely weekends off will have things that you guys are doing on the weekends that are separate from your downtime, if you want. So that'll be going forward next week. Ooh. You just technically still have 3 days of whatever the fuck you want to do, or 2 days of whatever the fuck you want to do until the third day when you guys have to go to class.
Business.
Well, not have to, but to stay in school you have to.
You're gonna juggle a business
You can't
and
just-
also go to school.
That's
Yeah.
called being in college and owning a business that people do.
Yeah, that is what
That is
that's
exactly what's happening.
called. Going to college and owning a business is in fact
People
called
do
going to
that,
college
but-
and owning a business.
People do that.
Yeah, yes.
And on that note, I'm
Damn.
going to end.
I know you're gonna cut that last bit. I know you
Purple
were.
Worm Cadet.
Hell yeah, dude.